Alright, welcome back to the Chain Pact Dynasty. This is episode 5, and we are just now getting into the thick of things. We're gonna be playing as King Robin III tonight, and Queen Robin II had quite an interesting reign, I ought to say. So, if you were not here last time, I do have as always, a little summary for you to get you caught up with what happened. Let me grab it. So, I don't have a YouTube channel. I am recording this stuff, but I don't have a YouTube channel yet, is all I'm gonna say. Alright. But you can find highlights of everything we do here on the channel, on Twitch. So none of this gets lost. Let's move on to the summary provided, as always, by our lovely That Which Lurks. Previously on the Chain Pact Dynasty, in the reign of patrician Queen Robin II, the Conqueror, who ruled from the year 1000 to 1018. The reign of Robin I the Destined was blessed by the scepter of Alma, but saw the High Inquisitor killed for accusing the monarch of being a werebore. Robin II inherited the crown peacefully, but tensions were high between the most pro-pact nobles, the church, and the defenders of a free press. The queen was tasked with uniting these factions by warring against a common enemy, Ashmead. The daughter of a general and a gladiator, popular for her rumored youthful fling with a fiendfolk during a fishing trip, wink wink, was better suited for leading armies than debating theology. She led the North to victory over a traitorous chief's army of ice warriors and was celebrated in the coast for a spirited, if fruitless, performance in a jousting tournament under the false identity of Lady Patrician Dimitra. For a while, her power seemed so assured that Bursk the Wizard, spurred by chain-breaking chiefs, considered moving against her, but she failed to stop the printing of Republican pamphlets, taking the realm by storm, with the discreet help of chain-breaking barons. And doubtful subjects became a bigger threat to her than fickle demigods. Ultimately, however, the commoners, while skeptical of the need for a rich ruler, loved Robin as a person. Robin's gory childhood nightmares came back to haunt her. She assumed they were caused by stress over her coming wedding to Chief Asgel of Clan Findis, and took up hunting to wear herself out. If anything, it made her dreams worse. When the chief was found mauled near the palace, Robin realized the truth behind her dreams. The High Inquisitor had been right, her parent had been a werebore, and so was she. Before she could grow mad with her fear and bloodlust, the secret society which had helped her parent came to help her too, and another Robin was snubbed for receiving peasants. The queen was close to losing her grip on the kingdom when Asgel, since long revealed as a pompous, petty gambler, asked to be divorced in the eyes of the church. Begged to reconsider, he posed one condition: the patricians don't deserve their wealth, give it to the north instead. Without even an heir, Robin had to give in, even as it sickened her. The patricians were enraged by this blatant favoritism, and further when she had to jail Lord I Don't Know for insider trading, and Captain Archer Jones for insubordination. The patricians may have rebelled were it not for their loyalty to the Chain Pact and the huge bribes they received, as the chiefs gave back the gold Asgel had granted them, and Robin redistributed I Don't Know's ill-gotten money. For all her personal setbacks, Robin was true to her military mandate. The army was reinforced with a captured golem. A disloyal Ashmeadian general agreed to help the kingdom defeat his rivals, and mercenaries fighting bears in the north were to be diverted south for the war. All that remained was to train the newest recruits. Trial still awaited the queen. One of the northern monsters sneaked into the palace, and Robin saw in its eyes the beast within herself. She would have died fighting it off had the honor guards not arrived in time to sacrifice their life for hers. Her wounds took long to heal, but the people remembered the bravery and self-control she showed. Robin had to sell off a tooth to the wizard Gordius so that he would slay the dreaded Stone Maiden, yet her charisma was intact, as despite her shyness, she handily won a friendly fashion show organized to unite the court. The queen had found her calling: military fashion. It was with glittering mail plates and impeccable style that her allegiance fell upon Ashmead. Patrician Queen Robin II the Conqueror spent most of her reign in distant command tents, far away from Asgol and her son. For her dutiful work, she was remembered as a hero of the Chain Pact. And this is what happened last time on the Chain Pact Dynasty. Please give out a round of applause for our awesome That Which Lurks for providing, as always, an amazing summary and get us back into the game. Yeah, go back and look at it again. You can go back to the VOD, simply will get out of here. Please get a round of applause for Lurks. Thank you, Lurks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Alright. You know, filling out spreadsheets can be exciting. I know something about that. Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you, Lurks. Alright, with that out of the way, let's move on to the coronation, right? With the Chain Pact Council attempting to remove our rights, we have no more reason to uphold... Wait, that's too early for that. Come back to that after I announce the amendments. You're too early. That still is not in effect, so I'm not gonna read it. So, let's start with the coronation. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be the best. It may be for the best, your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Of course. Nobles of the council, let's see. Outdo the traditions? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not gonna do that. We care. We deeply, deeply care for traditions here. I would like anything that is not A. But it's up to you, dear nobles of the council. It's time for you to express your preference for the first time tonight. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. What will the council vote for? This is super split. Are you gonna follow the need to spend money? Are you gonna follow the need for faith? Or are you gonna follow tradition here? Huh? Wow. You say tradition, I see people voting for A. For lavish parades. Don't vote while eating? Yeah, nope. Alright. 9-8. This is incredibly close. If you have not voted, I strongly encourage you to do now. It's currently tied 9-9. I'm gonna be counting down from 5. 4. You can break the tie if you vote. 3. 2. 1. And 0. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry I meant to throw you into the river. So, the first tie of the night stems from a mistake. That's okay, but still, we're starting with the tie. That's a strong signal. Let's throw the king into the river. Let's throw the king into the river. Respect traditions. It is decided the king will be thrown in the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. The tie was with the lavish parade. When you climb back up the banks soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Alright. First event is done. Now it's time to celebrate the pact with something you've all come to know regularly at the start of these streams. It is time for the official anthem of the Chain Pact Dynasty. Hell yeah. 100% reverb rate in this dynasty, that's fantastic. Yeah, for those of you maybe new around here, this dynasty has an official anthem that was written by the Honest Swede, who I haven't seen in chat, and it's based on the real anthem of the of Andorra. I don't know how to pronounce that in English. Andorra, I guess. That's it. So let me do an audio check here real quick for this. Yes, this looks reasonable. Fantastic. So at the coronation, as usual, the anthem is going to be played. Here we go. Let's do this. In the halls of our forebearers, from sea to shining sea, raise up the coal of loyalty, for now reigns a time of peace. Honor bound by noble principle, we hold ourselves instead. For prosperity and compromise, we shall rule our times again. From the tundra of the northern lands to the mountains of the march, across rolling shores of coastal sands, we shout with valiant hearts, may the pact eternal be. And as always, welcome to the Chain Pact Dynasty. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hello. May the pact eternal be, indeed. This is a tradition. For as long as the Chain Pact is going to stand, the anthem will be sung. PJ, welcome back. How you doing? Stream is today because I'm gonna be unable to stream tomorrow and for the rest of the week. So instead of missing a whole week of streams, I decided to anticipate it. Someone needs to send a clip of the anthem in the King of the Castle Discord. That would be cool. Feel free to do it. It should be about a minute long, so you know, it should be clippable. Alright. So now King Robin III has been officially crowned. So we can move on to council introduction. After council introduction, we're gonna read the amendment that passed, and then I'm gonna be listening to what petition the pirates are saying. Council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Alright, let's introduce ourselves to the Chiefs of the North. Wait, what's that? Well, is that Laxer or Ayaxer? Hello! I think that's Yaxer, right? Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi! welcome, raiders. Yeah, go drop a follow to Yaxer. Hello. Laxer. Damn it, I thought it was Laxer. Laxer and Casual Hoy, welcome. How's everybody doing? I am MrKaji, in case you don't know me. I am a King of the Castle streamer. King of the Castle is pretty much everything I do. You are joining tonight the Chain Pact Dynasty, which is a recurring roleplay and lore building, world building campaign dynasty in King of the Castle. We are on episode 5 now, and we're going to be playing this for another 2 whole months, I think. Maybe 2 whole months. Like, we usually play this for about 3 months. So, if you like roleplay, if you like King of the Castle, if you like world building, you're in the right place. Definitely stick around. Who else is here? L is silent? I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce a silent L. Yo, Dabta, welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? Happy to see you. We just had a great game of King of the Castle. I hope you have a great time. Game. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's fantastic. That's great to hear. We need more people streaming King of the Castle. I'm so happy you had a good time. Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Yeah, I just missed the anthem. Get a clip in chat. Get a clip in chat. Thanks again for the raid, Laxer. Happy to have you here with us. And feel free to join anyone. Gotta catch up on that lore. Well, Yodamta, good luck with that, because I struggle catching up week by week. You're joining like a month after we started. It's gonna be tall order. It was my first stream back in about 9 months, and I had Casual Hog raid me. Oh, that's fantastic. That is so great. Yeah, the King of the Castle community is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And Hoy is just wonderful. So, welcome back. I hope you're gonna stick around and, you know, stream more King of the Castle. Oh, thank you for the follow, Yodamta. Happy to have you. So yeah, we're playing a 3-month-long campaign. Laxer, thank you for the follow as well. And there is a little premise. If one of the mods wants to post a direct link to the background info for the Chain Pact Dynasty in chat and pin it, that would be awesome. Because, you know, there are a few things that you should know before jumping in. You can play it as if this was a normal game, of course, but I definitely recommend taking a look at the background info, because that enriches the game so much. Happy to have you, in any case. Alright, let me see where y'all ended up, Yodamta and Luxor. Luxor, you're a Baron, and Yodamta too, you're 2 Barons. There you go. There you are. Wait, this is like Vaspir with glasses. Oh no, different here. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Vaspir. Yeah. If you head over to that link, that leads you to our Discord, and there's all the background info that you need to get caught up with the very basics for the Chain Pact Dynasty. Alright, let's go. So we're now doing the council introduction. By the way, you raided right after I finished singing the Dynasty's anthem, because we do have an anthem. And if someone wants to clip it who was here, that would be... So, now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles, and of course we're going to introduce ourselves to the chiefs. Northwind, hello. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with that lot. I know you believe that, yeah? Introduce yourself to the patricians of the coast. A pleasure, Your Esteemed Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy into your reign. Reaper. I think this might be a good moment. Like, I see you're waiting there. And then we have the Barons of the March. Hail and well met, Your Highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, huh? We have someone from the Purple Blood lineage here, which is quite perfect. Quite perfect. And with that, the introductions are done. The Council Hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue, is this what your mother fought so hard for? Reaper showed up for the Pat side. So with the Reaper is saying, with the Chain Pact Council attempting to remove our rights, we have no more reason to uphold our duties nor control the coming influx of pirates. And as we are now considered open criminals, we have no more restrictions to whom we hold our allegiance to. Good luck, young king. May the tides favor you. That makes sense. That is reasonable. That is reasonable, yes. That's reasonable. The reason why Reaper is saying that, like, I hold you no personal grudge, but, you know, criminals must be punished. If that's what the council decided, that's how it goes. This could be the downfall of the Chain Pact. We'll see. Maybe not. So, every week in this dynasty, we check to see if the council approved some amendments to the Chain Pact. And there have been a few amendments that have been passed. These week's amendments state the following. There is a Veteran Benefits Edict. It's a one-time veteran benefit. The Crown levy a single tax of 400 crowns on each of the 3 regions, which was passed with 10 votes in favor. That's fantastic. So, first time I get a tax season, please remind me to do that. We're going more authoritarian, and not necessarily, right? But the council passed a veteran benefits edict, so we're gonna be getting a harsh tax on everyone. Oh yeah, no, it takes some practice. Don't worry, Adamta. Again, like, feel free to just watch or just play it as if it was a normal game and get used to it gradually. Don't worry. Oh, absolutely, Laxer. Don't worry. You do your stream aftercare, rest, take care of yourself. And thanks so much for bringing everyone here. I really appreciate it. Take care. Oh, about the pirate problems, I see. So yeah, speaking of the pirate problems, the Second Amendment that was approved by the Pact Revision Council was the revocation of the Silver Sailors. We revoke the pirates' corrupt and unnecessary contract with the monarch. If they retaliate, we show them our newly funded navy. 10 votes in favor. So the Silver Sailors agreement is officially been nulled, basically. I saw what you did there, Kane. You later tried to add an amendment to this, but that was after 9 p.m. CET, so that will not be taken into account. I only take into account things that have been posted by the deadline established. So unfortunately, the Second Amendment to this one is not going to be approved. You're going to have to... You can either just bring it up next week, or if you feel the need to, vote on it again by next week. And yeah, I saw, by the way, that the message you posted was edited. In the future, I would recommend avoiding edited messages. Like, if you do something wrong, delete the message and repost it, because if I see the message after 9 p.m., I don't know what was in the original post by the deadline. So I would recommend not editing the summary post. I'm gonna let it slide because I saw it like at 9:05 this time, so it's good. The amendment was there right after my anti-pirate proposal. Yes, it was, but it only reached the majority vote after the deadline, so it won't be counted as approved. The third and last amendment is an amendment to the Chain Pact Regional Aid that says if the sum total... I see a relevant good point. It seems bureaucracy shall determine the fate of the kingdom. Oh yeah, don't worry. Yeah, bureaucracy is important. So, if the sum total prosperity of the region with the lowest total is less than 5 points from the sum total of the highest region, and asks for aid from either of the other regions in matter of trade, military, farming, and the regions can afford this help, not low in those stats as set out by the Chain Pact, then they shall be honor bound to help. This is a bit more complicated, right? So basically, the sum total, let's see, the sum total for the March right now is 16. The sum total for the Chiefs right now is 1825, right? Yeah. So that's a 9-point differential. So the March would be allowed to ask for help. Is that the case? Is that how it works? Like, do I get this right? Yep, okay. Yeah, that's why I only counted trade, farming, and military howitzer. Yeah. But thank you for reminding me. Yeah, no worries, Tycho. Correct. Yes. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. That's pretty straightforward. If ever... So, dear Council, it's up to you as well to remind me. Right? Like, I may not notice, I may not do the math every time, but if a vote comes up where this is relevant, please do let me know. Please do let me know. Please remind me. Like, it's up to you to remind me as well. Alright. Alright, that's great. So, no protection for the pirates. 1 veteran benefits single tax contribution. And making the strong support to the regions even stronger. What was the math? Sum total of lowest stat region in trade, farming, and military. 5 or more points lower the total of the highest region. Like here we have the same total, but it could be very well that it's different. If it is 5 or more points below the highest one, then if it asks for aid from either of the other regions in matters of trade, military, farming, and the other regions can afford this help, meaning they have... What does this mean, if they can afford the help? Does it mean that they have more than 3? Or does it mean that they have 7 or above? Is my question. Honest Swede, welcome back. Happy to see you. That's the only question I have. But yeah, good luck with your newfound struggles, pirates, I would say. And that's a genuine... It's a genuine thing. There is a bug here. I can smell it. It means they have more than 3. Okay. Yeah, see, immediately two different answers. I think you should clarify that. But like, I'm gonna say it's 4 and above. But the original proposal did not say anything about this. Lurks. Well, you need to clarify things. It's up to y'all. It is up to y'all to do it. Let me see if I can see the original proposal. And either of the 2 regions can provide this help. Yeah, that's all the original one says. I'll let you come up with a more stringent definition of that. Like, right now, it's passible of interpretation, so I am going to interpret it as I see fit. It sounds complicated. I think I can do it. But, again, I'm going to interpret it as I see fit, because it's not super precise. Yeah, it's up to you to figure out a better way to, like, a more precise way to word it. Alright. Like, tonight I'm gonna follow it, and if it comes up, I'm going to interpret it as I see fit. Alright, the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill. And with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Yeah, vote time indeed. You are absolutely correct. So, according to the mandate edict, we will, to the mandate law, I guess, I'm gonna have to pick 3 objectives, and then you're gonna vote on which one you want to pursue. I think that Robin III, probably thinks not a conqueror, not the greatest king. I think it would probably be either... I think it would be either the architect of a new golden age, trying to fill the coffers, either the father of the nation, because, you know, higher farming is always good, and then either peacekeeper or saint. I think Robin would say peacekeeper. Yeah, let's do it. Let's start the poll. There's gonna be a Twitch poll in chat. Which ambition, and you can vote on it for 1 minute, and that's gonna decide which ambition I pick. Because that's the rule that the council decided for me. So, peacekeeper, stability, Father of Nation. Farming. And Golden Age. Trade. Starting the poll. Now. Starting the poll now. You have 1 minute. Decide what I should pursue. I don't think Saint. Rami the Third probably wouldn't go for Saint. Not this one. It's something that I have in the back of my mind, but I don't think that this particular monarch would go for that. If we're calling the core principle of the Chain Pact as a mandate, then it's technically on a higher standing than laws. Okay. No, that's great. So, what's winning? Stability and farming are both winning. They are at 10. They are tied. You have like 10 seconds to vote. Stability is currently winning. Farming is tied again. 11 to 11. Vote now. You gotta vote. It's tied. You have like 3, 2, 1, 0. It's a fucking tie again. Oh god, it's a tie again. It's a tie. It's a tie. Oh, no, we're not rolling the dice here. Yeah. We're matched but only 2 choices? You're gonna have to give me... You're gonna have to give me an amendment for that. Nah. No, that's not in the mandate. If the council cannot decide, the monarch, the king splits it. Is how I rule it. So if you don't want to give me this power, yeah, you gotta figure it out. You gotta include it. And that's how legal edicts end up with innumerable weird edge cases. Yes, precisely. Yeah, it's king's vote. So I mean, you amended. You suggested the amendment with the mandate, and didn't specify what would happen in this case. So there you go. So it's either peacekeeping or Father of the Nation. I have some notes on Robin III because I think it's a complex character. Let me see what they say. I think... I think it's Father of the Nation. I think it's Father of the Nation. Yeah. Farming to feed the returned soldiers. Yeah, that's part of it. Yes. It's gotta be Father of the Nation. Farming. Yeah. No. I'm not going to vote between the two because it was not included in the mandate that you gave me. If you want that to be the case, that in case of a tie, you vote again. You have to suggest that in the council, vote in the Chain Revision Council, in the Pact Revision Council, and approve it for next week. Exactly, Astral Projectile. Yes. It kind of is. Like that's up for debate, Margrim. All right. Let's improve the farming of the kingdom and the season. Boom. Oh wow. It's not you, Astral Projectile. Reign of the Laxter bloodline, infamous marcher or raider, stands before blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Barons of the March, vote. How do you want to overthrow King Robin III? Or, if you are a loyalist, a Chain Pact loyalist, Maybe you want to vote for the thing that is the least probable, the hardest to achieve. So your options are using subterfuge, trying to lower stability, trying to find a doppelganger, trying to lower your own defiance, or intimidating the king, trying to raise stability. Can I support any claimants? What do you mean? Oh. Sorry, that's from them. A to be loyal, subterfuge? Oh, right, because you want high stability, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. A Chain Pact loyalist could also want the scheme for the purpose of moving the chain forward if the monarch breaks the pact. Yeah. Alright. It's a tie, 3-3, so if you are a baron and you have not voted, this is your time to vote. I'm going to count down from 5. 4. Otherwise, it's a 50-50 coin flip. 3. 2. 1. And 0. 50-50 coin flip. It is intimidation. You want to raise stability. The barons plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Tana of the PJ clan. Why again the PJ clan? We have a few clans who have been proper villains in this dynasty. Tana of the PJ clan, infamous northern rascal, stands precariously in a longhouse crossbeam, spitting as they speak. PJ! Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, but not this imposter king grabbing the third. How do we make that happen? You're not a traitor? Yes, I believe you. Tana is. Tana is a traitor, though. Good thing my clan isn't villainous. Yeah. Yeah, go tell someone else that. Alright. Chiefs of the North, how do you want to try to overthrow King Robin III or not? Do you want to use sorcery, trying to raise authority and ask for the help of a wizard? Do you want to start an uprising, trying to raise the treasury? Or do you want to follow a prophecy and raise authority? Chiefs of the North, what do you want to do? Dr. Guess Who, welcome back and thank you for joining. Sacrifice! Hello, Doctor. Wow, prophecy it is! RNG sus. Fantastic. Yeah, it looks like it's prophecy. It's prophecy. Raise authority, let's go. Chiefs have decided. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. The new queen rises? You know it's a queen? Okay. For who gets screen time? Melting penguins, you mean? I'm new to the land, but hey, I will go with the local whims. To advance their scheme, they must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It's random, except that the people who own the game get more chances to be picked. But it's random. Oh, no worries, Electri. Marley! No, Marley, what are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. Octavia of the Marleytine family. Sinister Navy Admiral scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Marley, you are so screwed, now you have to write a bunch of lore. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Robin III. Something must be done. Patricians of the coast, how do you want to try to overthrow King Robin III or not? Do you want to acquire a monopoly trying to raise your own trade? Do you want to start a conspiracy trying to lower the treasury? Or do you want to use corruption trying to lower authority? What do you want to do? I can't read more lore. If we get picked as the claimant, do we need to write lore? If you want to. The way we do it... Wait, what's that? Oh wait, that's PJ. PJ, Tana will get some ass whooping. I promise, my king. Traitors who swayed her from the right way will be eradicated. Thank you, PJ. Thank you so much for both for the support, which in this moment matters a lot in my life. Thank you. And for the reassurance. I really appreciate that too. Thank you, PJ. You're too kind. But yeah, basically the way it works around here is, if you want, you can join our Discord and write lore for your own noble house there. And then there's been a lot of role-playing as of late, people role-playing in dedicated chat rooms. And you know, like, it's kind of like a free-form D&D, where you create your noble and then you go around and role-play with other people. Like, there are no rules, except being decent. And respecting other people, and you know, it's fun. So the last Asgal was not PJ. The first one, yes. It's a tie, everyone, 4-4. So patricians, if you are a patrician and you have not voted, this is your time. You can break the tie. It's currently 4-4. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And it's a tie. 50-50. It's a monopoly. Raise your own trade. I think King Robin III is risking it. The patricians plan to privatize his entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, they must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, so we have a false pretender, an ambitious vassal, and a distant cousin. Octavia is the only one who's related. Very distantly, but it's the only one who's related. We're a little stressed. You are. Yeah, Oath Keepers, you gotta be vigilant tonight. So what do we do here? I think we do call for unity, right? That makes sense. Let's do golf for unity. That's what we want. Alright. Alright. A fishy wedding. Right from the get-go. Tana, to your room. Hold up. Hold up. We can turn these on its head? Okay, how so? I really wish the Golden Choice ban proposal got passed. I mean, we didn't get Golden Choice, so... Ken has fish husband now. So... I think we do the honor guard first, right? Because we know what's gonna happen. Oh wait, Edel! Hi! Hello, Madge. Oh, I love Edel. I love Edel. Just came by to let you know that the Ivy is getting a bit out of control. Wanted your permission to prune it a bit. Your mother always liked it long, see? Aww. Are you Edel? That's me. Silly me, where are my manners? I was your mother's gardener, though I guess we were never properly introduced. Were we? And I suppose I'm yours, if you'll have me. Of course. Of course. Edel the sweetheart. And actually, I think that Robin III knows Edel. And, yeah, I think it's been an important person in Robin III's early life, you know? Like, one of the beliefs of Robin III that I wrote down revolves around Edel. Like, I wrote a few beliefs to get an idea of who Robin III was. Oh, this is definitely a friend, you know? Yeah. I'd be happy to keep you on. Wonderful. It was an honor to serve your mother, you know. I hope you're as happy with me as she was. There you go. There you go. We just killed him. Your Majesty, what on Celestial is going on here? There are no guards outside your door. Oh, I did wonder about that. I was just living in any case. That must be it. There you go. More grim. By the 9th, the Palace Watch are incompetent fools. What if a less friendly troll had gotten in here? The door was practically open. You need an honor guard. Well, I have made my decision. So, this is a chief? King? So we need to pick a patrician honor guard, right? Is that correct? No, wait, what am I saying? Yeah, we need to pick a patrician honor guard and then a baron spouse, right? Yeah, we're always happy with you, exactly. Marry Baron Patrician honor guard. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. So we're gonna get the Coastal Gladiators. I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women are underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Fantastic. That's what I want to see. Now let's do a call for apprentices. And then we do the wedding. Hey, Electri, hi. Unfortunate tidings, Your Esteemed Highness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Calopolis. I believe it is Brust, the Lord of the Bells. Why is this a problem? They've put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking laborers from all over the coast are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants, I, Vaspir, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those commoners are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. I have the impression that Vaspir probably grew so fed up with the king and the council and the pact that was just like, we're never going to overthrow this. I need to become a wizard so I can destroy the freaking pact. I don't want to go. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, you couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard of the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Well then, let's assemble the council. My humblest thanks, Your Serene Highness. Prevent me from going? What's Vaspir's lore in this dynasty? Strongly against the pact. Strongly against the pact. Well. No. Vaspir is not old. Vaspir is not old. No. In spite of the portrait, he's not old. You know? Yeah, Vaspir is strongly asking for C. Vaspir is strongly asking for C. I'm going to say Call of Unity and let you vote. Of course I wouldn't mind B. I mean, what I'm saying is I wouldn't mind some money, but it's up to the council to decide what to do, right? Do you want to follow what Vaspir is strongly asking for? It's up to you. I'm not gonna prohibit you from doing it. I'm gonna be fine if you do it. Yeah, you're not blacklisted. That's true. You're not blacklisted. That is true. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. So yeah, Vaspir is strongly asking for C, so... You know? And it's not blacklisted, so... This could be a good opportunity to showcase why the pact is cool, is good. I would say let's help Vaspir and vote for C. And this is not, you're not honor bound to vote C, keep in mind. So you can vote out of other stuff, right? Like everybody, like people who are not voting C are not gonna get blacklisted. There you go. That's great. Look at the council. The chiefs are the ones who don't care. Like, they just don't care. Right? The council is great. Aren't you liking the Chain Pact a little better now, Vaspir? Huh? Alright. Hopefully see you later, Electri. Yeah, right. Bastard finding out the pact is actually helpful. Circa summer 1018. Do you like the pact a little more? No. My humblest thanks, Your Majesty, for not bowing to this power-hungry fool. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must deal with this troublesome wizard. So noble can't even enter into a years-long blood pact to become an all-powerful demigod without council approval? Whatever happened to so-called freedom? Brusque's presence in Calopolis attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of their latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. And now we get to a fishy wedding. We all know what this is. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Saal has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our two great nations. Depths below, great nation, the Isle of Saal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. I didn't know you had such strong opinions, Ciricio. Huh. Interesting. And I heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. Risk player. Having something against the marriage? Huh? I see, I see. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with the man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the king to attend. Okay. The Archduke of Saal is a pirate, and considering recent events, I would suspect this so-called wedding to be a trap. I don't know. It's my son. Well. I mean, in line with what the council said, we might want to sever diplomatic ties with the Isle of Saal, right? Saal is a rainy little island full of cutthroats, but you must attend. Any alliance with them will be helpful in keeping them from throwing their lot in with these dangerous pirates. Ah! I see. Let's go for the wedding and destroy it. Bye-bye, hello, and welcome, and thank you for joining. How you doing? You are a chief. There you are. You're a chief of the North. Well, I'm gonna let the council vote here. I'm gonna let the council vote. I'm okay with all solutions. If they can speak, they can also party. You know, I thought you were going to. If they can speak, they can also pay taxes. All right. Well, looks like it's gonna be A. Pretty clear. Let's go. Of course, the king should attend the wedding. Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform Archduke that you shall be delighted to attend. This kingdom is sliding into madness. When it's announced that you will attend the wedding, the patricians are naturally scandalized. But the peasants, sentimental as ever, are in favor of your decision. Public opinion turns against the orally strict church. And the season. Auction time, everyone. Auction time. First auction of the night. Let's get this started. Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising military for the march with A, which is great, raising stability with B, raising authority with C, lowering authority with D, lowering farming for the coast with E, and raising trade for the coast with F. Your time to fund buildings. I would love to see A. Anything else? I'm good with what you choose. Don't feel forced to choose anything specifically. So there's 20 seconds left. And I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds left. I see very little people beating. Very few people beating. Oh, there you go. F coming in. Oh my god, a bunch of people voting now. F and D are passing. F and D are passing. Whoa! Who counter-sniped A? Who was it? Who counter-sniped A? That was amazing. That was very, very close. Who was the person who threw a bunch of money on A at the last second? Dragon Pete, Ephra, a bunch of people. Wow. Yodamta. PJ? Oh yeah, you are. There you are. 2200. Awesome. Wow. That was very close. Good job. Yeah, and you spent all your money on it. Alright, so Reaper creating a Grand Bazaar, and PJ and others creating a fortress, boosting the March's military. Tycho, thank you so much for being here. Have a great night, and take care. See you around next time. And we have our first event. We have our first event. Let's do finding a spouse first. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Bring me ladies. Thank you, Majesty. I'll send our messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Easy peasy. And now, fevered dreams. Fevered dreams. Ever since you were a child, you've had strange urges. Yeah, no, I'm done with Asgulls. Whenever you asked your mother about them, she brushed it off, but now things have taken a turn for the worse. Welcome back, Electri. You've always had a love of rich meat. Not unusual for a royal, but now your hunger is insatiable. Your dreams have become vivid and disturbing. The screams echo through the woods as your jaws bite beast and human alike. The council has noticed your lack of sleep. Your mother never prepared you for this. Something must be done. So this was... It became apparent, right? That there was a curse of some sort. I think, right? Yeah, exactly, Morgrim. Exactly. There you go. There you go. I remember something about it. Yeah. Yeah. I think now we know. I think now we know. I don't know. I don't follow that kind of out of game concerns, howitzer. So seek how to wood switch. Yeah, for folk remedy. Yeah, we do that. While the Spymaster keeps an ear out for rumors of magic, you begin your search in your spare time. You can only hope that you find someone before it's too late. Yes. Yeah, that is the concern, Dragonfeet, I agree. And then we have an island rises. Your August Majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. I think Clara's back. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sal. The Fiendfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty, the Fiendfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sal. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. The island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salish hands. So we cannot pay a wizard to sink the island? I'm not going to seduce the Fiendfolk Prince. I appeal for diplomacy. We must forge an alliance with Sal, an alliance at all costs. So we definitely do not seduce, so I'm gonna let you vote on the other two options. We either send the king to conduct secret negotiations with the Fiendfolk, or the king should just attend the wedding as planned. I am having an idea, okay. Now I'm scared. We need to declare war on Sal? What? We within the Silver Sailors are done with the tyranny of the council. We are no longer with this kingdom. Long live the Salish Duke. Events involving my character past this point are not canon. Okay. It's just someone else from your family. So you want me to just attend the wedding as planned? Wow, okay. 10 to 12. I'm gonna count down from 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Wow. You want me to attend as planned? There must be some conversations on Discord that I am not privy to. But I want that island. That island is hosting a very important wedding in a few months and is also the dowry. Surely I don't have to explain the diplomatic importance of such an event and the king's attendance? Yeah, no, I know you, Vasper. End the season, alright. Yeah, we're attending as planned. Yeah. Incredibly. Far to the north, where snow blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant king and the warrior who will overthrow him. Electri, you are in the game, don't worry, you don't need to join again. This isn't what the prophecy says would happen. Right. Wasn't there supposed to be a tyrant king? Something about drowning the kingdom in blood? So we have Paslik and melting penguins here. Good job, melting penguins. Hey, keep your hat on. We're not there yet, but he needs a bit of encouragement, that's all. A few more executions and just imprisonments, that sort of thing, then the prophecy will be fulfilled and Tana will arise. The chief's aim is to raise authority to at least 5. Alright, taxing season, so now the veterans support, basically, I don't remember what the name was exactly. Edict goes into effect. So as decided by the council, so don't blame it on me, as decided by the Council of Nobles, which is to say you, on Discord, and the Pact Revision Council, I will take a one-time tax to collect, yeah, exactly, cruel, to collect reparations basically for war veterans from the previous reign. Veteran benefit, exactly, that's it. Veterans benefit for the veterans of the Ashmeaden conquest. As decided by the council. So that's what I'm gonna do. There you go. I appreciate that. And I'm sure that I approve of this, rather, and I'm sure that the veterans appreciate this. Bright side is I had no money to be taxed though anyway. That's why you want to spend it. There you go. Alright, so we have the wedding, we have an island, we have 2 wedding things, and wizard troubles. All lure and treasury schemes are out the window? You mean that they are now impossible? I highly doubt they're impossible. Look at all this money. Like, it's just gonna, like, it's not that high. So, let's do something. I need to use the restroom. Let me take a 2-minute break. I'm gonna use the restroom, leave you on this screen, and then we're gonna go on to do these events. Allow me a super quick break. I'm gonna be back in like 2 minutes. So yeah, go get grab a snack or drink, or a toilet. See you in 2 minutes. Melty Penguins, thanks so much for being here. Take care and have a great night. I'll see you around next time. See you in 2 minutes. Be right back. Alright, and we are back. Thank you so much for sticking around, everyone. Let us continue. So... I would say... Let's start with an island wedding, right? Let's start with this one. Let's start with the important foreign affairs. Your August Majesty, in a few days you'll be traveling to the Archduke of Sal's controversial wedding. Surely there's a way we could turn this to our advantage. I think I saw that same thing in chat earlier from the same person. We must forge an alliance with Sal. They have fast ships and with this new island outpost, control over most of the Ghost Sea. An alliance, my liege. I cannot beat this drum hard enough. The Navy is in desperate need of allies in the Ghost Sea. Or you could publicly object to this blasphemous union of man and fish. You can't seriously expect me to disrupt the wedding. I mean, no, actually, he's not a fish, he's a finfolk. Rami III respects beasts. Bah, same difference. This is a matter for the council, I believe. Okay. So what do we do? Do we seek an alliance with Sal? Do we publicly object to the union on religious grounds? Or do we just attend the wedding like a normal human being? I'm going to call for unity here. And let you vote. What is pro-pact? It's up to you. I think they are all pro-pact in their own right. Wow, you want me to seek an alliance, huh? Interesting. 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 That's pretty unanimous. Waiting for Baspier to put something different. Counting down from 3, 2, 1, and 0. Steel, thank you for giving me the non-unanimous vote. I appreciate it. Okay, we seek an alliance with the pirates. May I say, that's pretty hypocritical on you. Well, the council has spoken. Good luck, your serene highness. Soon the time has come. You board a ship and sail to the newly risen island, where the Archduke of Sal is due to marry his fiendfolk groom. They're different pirates? Uh-huh, yeah, sure. Lacking his spouse, you have chosen the Chancellor as your +1. Oh, I do love weddings, though I always end up in a flood of tears. Oh my god, Chancellor. At last, the new island crests the horizon. It's an empty little rock devoid of vegetation, but with no buildings except a marquee and a hastily constructed Church of the Ninth. But it's packed with people, mostly minor nobles of Sal, who welcome you with cheers and bows. You file into the church. The difference is these pirates won't attack us if we ally compared to the Silver Sailors who leech off of the kingdom's trade. Plus, we can extradite the Trader Reaper with the Alliance. Wow. As the ceremony begins, the Finfolk Prince walks down the aisle with the Archduke of Sal, waits with clasped hands. Does anyone here know any lawful impediment to these two people being joined in marriage? Yeah, Archduke is kind of hot. Yeah, we are here for an alliance. I don't think we object. Sit quietly. Then I now pronounce you married. That's that then, time for a party. Everyone crowds into the marquee to get incredibly drunk. As you're making the rounds, chatting and gobbling canapes, you find yourself face to face with the Archduke. Your Majesty, thank you for coming. A toast to my new husband and I. Congratulations. Thank you. It's a very nice island, isn't it? I mean, I gotta ask. Would you be interested in an alliance between Sal and my kingdom? It depends. What do you have to offer me? Not gold, for sure. Military support. I'm going to follow. I mean, that's true. We are very strong. We are very strong. This, I'm going to be honest here. Like, I'm following what the council is saying, but this sounds pretty hypocritical to me. I'm gonna say military. Your ships are slower than mine, but your soldiers are unparalleled. Very well, an alliance is born. Now let's enjoy the party. You celebrate long into the night and wake with a thudding headache. When you arrive back at the capital, the council is pleased that you followed their advice. This alliance will bring us great fortune, Your August Majesty. The new island proves to be immensely beneficial for Saal and for you, their new ally. The Archduke is happy to share his trade routes with your merchants. Ally the two legit navies against the pirates of the Ghost Sea? We'll see. Yeah, the Bearclaw Dynasty wishes that, yeah. I kind of wanted to go with the cuisine. Cuisine, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I like it either. Let's take a look at the wizard. I hope we get more benefit from this. More troubles in Calopolis, Your August Majesty. Ever since that Lord of the Bells arrived there to train their apprentices, everyone's been hearing strange noises in their heads. No one can get a proper night's sleep. Why would they do such a thing? Wizards are so powerful that they're surrounded by cursed ambient magic. If they stay in one place too long, it seeps into the soil and into soil and citizens alike. And they all know this. By squatting in Calopolis, Brust is willingly endangering the coast. I kind of want to say we can't do anything about wizards, you know? Yeah. We can't do anything about wizards, leave them alone. You're asking me to just stand by while this creature of evil sucks the very life out of my town and people? By the ninth, I won't stand for it. Lord Patrician Electory, despite your command, musters a force of hardened mercenaries and heads to Calopolis to evict Brust once and for all. Sounds just like Ajax. Sounds just like Ajax. There you go. That is anti-coast? I don't think so. Old Ajax, yeah. This is anti-coast. And also, keep in mind that this is a chief king. Yeah, rip Ajax. It doesn't go well. The fighters are struck down by a terrible ringing in their skulls before they even reach the outskirts of the town. Many die bleeding from the ears while the others flee in terror. Meanwhile, Electory is handed over to the Lord of the Bells in chains by a gang of fearful peasants. It's said that he's driven mad by otherworldly sounds invading their every waking moment. Punishment for daring to go against Brust. Should this be considered canon? I mean, city of Chur? It's up to you to make it, like, you decide how to make sense of this. Yeah, you don't fuck with wizards. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The strange... Oh shit. The strange noises continue to plague Calopolis, and it's not long before some go mad. Most citizens move away, turning it into a ghost town. I'm so sorry, Ajax. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well. It takes months before Brust abruptly departs. By then, Calopolis has become a curse stain on coastal maps. And that's how it goes. That's why you don't mess with wizards. Now let's move on to more pleasant things. I have found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Yes, I know. Let's see the eligible bachelorettes. Let's see who you brought me, Darth Von Doom. Huh? This is Odvin, firstborn daughter of the Northern Axe Power clan. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise she's decent enough company. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. I can see the appeal, I suppose. From the coast, we have Clementine, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Tycho's estate. I didn't know you had an heiress. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness that's rare along the coast. Her interests are typical of the coast, money, 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 and making more of it. And apparently she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. Odvinak's power is the most chief name I've ever seen. You know, you're not wrong. Well. And, I like the sound of her. And finally we have the Marsh's offering, Henrika, scion of the prestigious Simply Voltic bloodline. A typical baroness, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Can I say, Henrika is kind of pretty. She had a meaningful encounter with a wizard a few years ago, and now she spends most of her time brewing strange potions. Also got into a fight with her local bishop a couple of years back. Gave him a bloody nose. Fuck. This is gonna be the end of the Chain Pact, I know. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll get a lifelong alliance. I have made my decision. And my decision... it might have been brusque. My decision is going to be, of course, Henrika of the Marsh. As is demanded by the Chain Pact. Henrika of the Marsh. We are a chief king with a coastal honor guard and a marcher spouse. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. In her defense, the bishop was being less than good. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, look at that. Everyone's favorite law. Askel being a chief monarch raised by Northerners and refusing to do with the church seemed to be pagan, and he's married a heretic. Yikes. These, all three are interesting, actually. All three are interesting. Anonymous, because, you know, it allows respect, but, you know, Call for Unity also kind of does that. Real gamble. We're gonna go for a real gamble. We're gonna go for royal gamble. Thank our daddy for this. Thank our dad for this. Thank our dad for this. Remember Asgul? Remember Asgul? Oh no, it's not about greed. It's not at all about greed. Remember Asgul, our dad? The gambler? Yeah, we learned something about it. We learned something from him. Now, it's not about addiction, but Rami III has a belief about risk-taking. Like, if you want, I'm going to read you the beliefs as they come in place, but... Rami III has a belief about risk-taking. Yeah. He sucks at gambling? No, that's not it. So, a paper full of news. Let's do the witch hunting first. Yeah, any luck with the witch? Let's do that first. For weeks you've searched for a witch or warlock that can treat your dark and bloody dreams. Knowing the church would be outraged if they found out, you must take discreet action in your witch hunt. I'm not really want to be like my dad, but like Robin III has internalized some lessons. You know, I'm thinking about this as a psychological, like trying to do some psychology here. I think we do ask traders and traveling merchants for information. Thank God, you have your city watch question every trader coming through the capital, and your loyal nobles do the same. Through the rumor mill, you hope to find some whisper of what you're searching for. You can only hope a clue turns up soon. Not only are the dreams getting more frequent, they're more vivid. You're starting to doubt their dreams at all. Alright. That's good. Let's do a paper full of news. Look at these, Your Majesty. Yeah, Henrika is the new consort. The Chancellor holds up a wad of paper. On the front is printed the Daily Squawk, along with a dense block of text. They're calling it a paper of news, because everything that's written in it is new. Give me a second here. They're calling it a paper of news because everything that's written in it is new. It's like a little town crier made of parchment. Okay. What an intriguing idea. Indeed, if you look, it even has little picture stories in the back pages. How droll. The paper of news quickly takes the kingdom by storm. It seems everyone is reading it. Soon enough, there are even competitor papers, and you're being asked to give an interview. God damn it. They formalized the Republican pamphlets. Yeah. Don't do it, my liege. This is beneath the dignity of your office. Well, thank you, Gooberfish. So what do we do? No, this newspaper business is silly. Yes, but they can only print nice things. Yes, and they can print whatever they like about the king. Shit. 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 Use the bully pulpit. I'm going to veto A. I'm going to veto A. I think we're gonna take an interview. But I'm gonna leave the terms to you. Boom, there you go. Vote, my dear council. Vote, my dear council. Vote, vote, vote. This is a tie. This is incredible. This is incredible. We currently have 9 votes to 9, 10 to 10, 11 to 10. Do you want them to only print nice things, or do you want them to print whatever they like about the king? 12 to 10 right now. 12 to 10. 12 to 11. This is so close. I'm gonna be counting down from 5. 12 to 12, it's a tie. 4. 3. You can vote now to break the tie. 2. 1. And 0. Oh my god, it's a tie. It's a freaking tie. What do we do here? What would Robin III do? I know. They can print whatever they like. They can print whatever they like about the king. It's up to the king to be competent. Boom. You've never had a conversation quite like this with a commoner before. This journalist keeps actually asking difficult questions to your face. How do you respond? Hey, I messed up and thought Oddvina was going to be consort, so I was looking through files while you brought up the Baron candidate. Can you please refresh my memory on the Baroness Robin III is marrying? She's a typical Baroness, loud and brash, and self-absorbed. She had a meaningful encounter with the wizard, and since then she brews strange potions. and she had a meaningful encounter with the and she had an argument with the bishop, if I recall correctly. The Marigold interview, the Times requests an interview, my sire? Of course. Of course. Of course. Yeah, there you go. Why are they all hot? It's pretty hot. That's true. Don't give me suggestions. How do you respond? It's not that bad. I'm not a crook. So let me see here. You're very welcome. Yeah, no, of course we engage. Of course we engage. Who was her family? I don't remember. Simply Vulpix. Yeah, there you go. Vulpix. Yeah, let me address your questions in detail. You talk at length about your justifications for your actions while the journalist takes copious notes. What the hell? Okay, I did not remember this. Once the interview is over, all you can do is wait for the article to come out the next day. This is the best possible outcome. Your servant soon arrives with a fresh copy. 100%. To your relief, the interview is good. Great even. Everything you said makes sense, and the journalists put you in a good light, which is bad for us. Even the nobles take the article at face value, and the newspaper goes on to be the fastest selling newspaper in history, which is easy enough since they've only been around for a few months. From this point on, you'll be worried about journalists covering your every move, but at least you've started out on the right foot. Okay, there you go. Dun dun dun. The royal wedding. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one taking part. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Henrika at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Of course. She's pretty. She is pretty. I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Henrika, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time you find yourself alone with Henrika, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for some wine. More wine. Robin, in an attempt to metagame the chief scheme, runs away from the wedding. No. So... servers bring us wine. That's the spirit. What did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. So what do you like to do in your spare time? Well, I've got a few projects that I'll have to tell you about one day. I'd love to show you my laboratory back home. Okay. Shall we go to bed together? Very hesitant, actually. No time like the present, huh? She swings back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. Alright, alright. Alright. Deep in the forest of the march, Baroness Laura Kurz has gone boar hunting with a few of her close friends. Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom. Thanks to her lack of attention, I've secretly smuggled in gunpowder from Kurth. Enough to give our armies on edge. 666. Things are proceeding better than ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our new agents. The Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the king can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. And look at that. We're gonna be spending money. No, are we gonna be spending money? I don't know. Back in the north, at Chief Pasnick's clan hall, a congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablets. Tablets? Yeah. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Then the gods are good and we are blessed, and Tana will be our queen. All hail the Lord Render. Cheers circle the clan hall, and Magavale is tipped over Tana's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the north alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Tana. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. In the dingy seaside tavern, the 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coast economy has never been better. Hesperus, why are you always scheming? We're making more money than I know what to do with. And sparse corruption, nobody's surprised. Money breeds money. I've made a series of investments to improve our profits even more. But what do we do with all the rest of this gold? Time to start buying things, of course. Land, roads, bridges will buy up the whole kingdom piece by piece. But first, the king must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Such a social butterfly. You know, I was just about to say that. This right here is why we need faith. It's only sparse corruption. Alright, Efra. Take care and have a good night. I'll see you around next time. Thank you for being here. Time to take up the old tax laws? Yeah, that's what I was afraid too. That's what I was afraid of too. Alright. Republican sentiment. Is that gonna be the end of the Chain Pact? Oh my god. Gotta get going, get up early for classes tomorrow. No problem, last projectile. Thank you so much for being here. I hope I won't wake up to a broken pact. Fingers crossed. Have a great night. Ah, shit. Well, let's do an invitation first. Oh, wait, what's that? PJ, hey! My daughter is a traitor. Help me kill my daughter, please. The pact will continue and her blood will be a good fertilizer. You know, I'd be more than happy to do that. I'd be more than happy to do that. You know, I don't like traitors. Thank you for the heads up. If I find a way to do it, I gotta be more than happy to send her your way. PJ, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From my heart. Thank you so much. For both things. For both suggesting you should murder your daughter and the nice tip. I warned you all about the threat these newspapers and Republicans are turning our backs on the church would pose. Now reap the consequences. Maybe it's not too late. I told you don't have any ill intention with this invitation. Republicans would be a true dagger for the pact. The nobles might prop it up, but the peasants are the realm backbone of the pact. If they turn against you, all will be lost. I agree. Your Majesty, this year we will be holding the Winterfest in my clan hall. It will be an honor if you could attend. Of course I will. Can't wait. Winterfest is a special time of year. You'll see. A need for horses. I feel like I must assure you I am not involved in the republicanism. I never doubted you, Steele. I never doubted you, Admiral. Don't worry about it. Where you come from doesn't really tell everything about you. You know, where a person comes from doesn't tell everything about a person, so don't worry. Dr. Guess Who? My liege, I've been thinking. Marcher's soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger. What we really need are better horses, but the best don't come cheap. The Ashmedians have a surplus of destriers at the moment. Horses bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go halves with the barons to acquire some, for the good of the kingdom, of course. It's money. You know what? I want this. Yes, let's do that. Let's show Ashmead that we're better than them, right? Let's buy horses. I say let's just breed them. Magna Carta. Magna Carta or Magna Carta. Hello and welcome. That's a great name. Thank you so much for joining. You are a Chief of the North. There you are. How you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna say encourage the barons to breed their own destinies in the march. I'm gonna gamble on the gamble. Boom! Gamble on the gamble. Gamble on the gamble. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Maybe this will also help the Marcher farms. I hope so. I really hope so. Alright. Looks like B is gonna pass. Looks like B is gonna pass. The council is united. 15 votes on B. I think that's pretty much decided, so let's go. More treasury. Encourage the barons to breed their own desters in the march. March. We failed a 70% check. Is there a lower reason why the marches are worse in all the categories? No, they were just unfortunate in the previous reigns. Fuck. 70% fail. Marcher farmers try their best to learn better horse husbandry, but give up pretty quickly. What's the point of all this? It's going to take years for us to see better results, and the Ashmedians have what we need right now. We need to try something else. God damn it. Yeah, the last game ended with the Stone Maiden too. Ah. God damn it. Well, Republican sentiment. Wait. Wait, is Lexer back? Yeah, hello, welcome back, Lexer. So, Republican sentiment. Your Majesty, the printing press has ushered in an age of lively intellectual debate and revolutionary philosophy. Sounds dangerous. Indeed, Your Majesty. Most of the new thinkers are calling for an end to the monarchy. One in particular, someone called Clarissa Agony, has written an influential pamphlet about the rights of the commoner. She argues that peasants deserve minimum wages, voting rights, basic sanitation. You know? Minimum wages, I don't know. Basic sanitation, sure. Voting rights? By the 9th, we have to do something about her. My citizens have started asking me to pay for their medicine. Launch a smear campaign against Miss Agony. The king shall challenge this upstart to a public debate. Imprison the rabble rouser. And implement reforms that follow her suggestions. No. No, no, no. No. She's under your protection? If she is harmed, you will answer to me? No, I don't think you get how this works. If she's under your protection, you will answer to me, because I'm the king. You know, that's how it works. So now that we've cleared that up, let's see what to do here. Oath Keepers, I trust your judgment. We will not implement those reforms. We will not do it. You want me to challenge her? Let's see your silver tongue, my liege. Okay, if you think that's best, who am I to say no? Who am I to say no? Wait, Electri. Oh, I encourage you to join again, Electri, because you're not showing up. It looks like it's gonna be B. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds so Electri can try to join again and vote. Vote abstain. Alright, this is long enough. Wait, let's go. If you join, I'm gonna check for your vote in the next vote. Let's go. The king shall challenge this upstart to a public debate. Weeks later, you are standing on a stage opposite Clarissa Agony in front of thousands of commoners. Let the debate begin. I shall be the impartial moderator. I put it to you, your majesty, that the finest doctor could examine your blood and the blood of the lowest commoner and find no difference at all. At the end of the day, we're all human and all equal. You were just lucky enough to be born at the top of an outdated political system. Y'all, this is why we need faith. Now look at this. I'm gonna say that the ninth god chose me to rule. And nobody's gonna freaking believe me. Because we don't have faith. You're a chief, don't say the ninth. The pact chose you to rule. That's a good point. That's a good point. You know, that's a good point. Like, when I read these at first, it sounded like a little bit whiny. But it actually is kind of reasonable now, like now that you're saying it. Like, just as a matter of fact statement, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Trying to change things will break everything. Common folk murmur worriedly among themselves. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, the king's right. Revolution could make things better for us in the long term, but first, there's likely to be blood running in the gutters. You and Clarissa go back and forth for hours, arguing over the political foundations of our kingdom. Finally, the sun is setting in the sky. And that... Oh, whoa, okay. That stability is really freaking helping out. And that concludes the debate. I think you did marvelously, your majesty. Wait for the common folk's reaction. 100%. Clarissa, get out of here. You wave at the crowd, the commoners applaud and stamp their feet. It seems you won the debate. Clarissa Agony slinks away furious. She keeps writing her pamphlets, but no one pays her much attention. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, the kingdom is stable, so what does Clarissa want? Auction time, everyone. Auction time. Let's go! Exclamation mark fund. Followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Here are your options. You can raise farming for the barons with A, which would be great. You could lower military for the barons with B. You can raise trade for the chiefs with C. You can lower faith for the chiefs with D. You can lower farming for the patricians with E, or you can lower trade for the patricians with F. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I would appreciate A. I would appreciate A. Gotta let you know when there's 10 seconds left and then 5 seconds left. Because I wasn't ready for the 20. 10 seconds left. And 5 seconds left. Boom. Good stuff. So we get more farming. PJ. Thank you, PJ and others. Funding the Aqueduct and Dragon Pit and others. Funding the Grand Bazaar to raise trade. This was great. I appreciate that. See? The kingdom is becoming better and better. The ritual? Oh, that ritual. That ritual. I see. Well, let's do the air thing first, right? No, actually, let's do the ritual first. Just when you were about to give up hope on finding a witch, a merchant traveling through the capital from distant Drakurshof tells you where you can find one, after a few dozen drinks, of course. Her name is Magdalene, and she has agreed to meet with you in a secluded grove just outside of Drakurshof, in the north. Regarding her for the first time, you know she's very much a witch. Thick, ragged hair, toothy green. The only thing she's missing is a pointy hat. You have the scent of the beast on you, your majesty. I see why you have come. What's happened to me? You have been inflicted by a therianthropic curse. You have become a were-creature. She sniffs at you. More specifically, you are a were-boar bear. A were-boar bear. A were-bear boar. To be cured, you will need to undergo a dangerous ritual. I can help you, but you must be prepared. Or I can help you overcome the spirit within you, giving you control over new power. But that ritual is more dangerous. If your double word cancels out. We need to get rid of this, right? I'm a little bit tempted to control it. Not gonna lie. I'm a little tempted, and it's very appropriate, yeah. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. What will this cost me? I will not charge you, Your Highness, if that is what you're asking. The chance to work my magic upon you is enough. As for what it might cost you, it depends on your willpower. I am tempted to control the power, even like if only for the fact that one of the beliefs of Robin III is that beasts are kind and misunderstood, like me. You know, and this comes from Edel. This comes from Edel. Beasts are kind and misunderstood like me. So. But it is a curse, right? So. Phew. Aww. That's what King Robin, what Robin thinks. I'm tired of our monarch being tired at meetings and killing nobles. Yeah, I get it. You don't have to watch if you're tired. If it works, Inga will absolutely have to introduce you to Scala. Right? Would you risk passing this to your child? I think that is the best way to convince me not to do it. That's the best way to convince me not to do it. No, I would not risk that. I don't know how they would take it. I don't know that they would have my same ideas on the matter, so no. So no. I don't think Robin would have been... Oh, the werebear attack? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I think that thinking of his child, probably gonna go with just rid me of this curse. First, we must procure a number of rare ingredients. I will need the antlers of an ancient wither stag, a live goat, a moonstone dagger, and a bottle of wine. Red only, please. Most of these things I can procure myself with time, but any help would be appreciated if you wish to be cured quickly, especially with the dot. I think we might go with cannot risk being found out. You know, the old powerful dot. We can spend some money though. Does Robin want to spend money from the treasury for this? Get the ingredients and end these damn curse once and for all. Yeah, that's a good point. Spend a little. I'll get the comma. You commit to finding the most important ingredient, but allow Magdalene to pick up the more mundane elements. It takes her some time to collect everything, during which you lie low. When you next meet with Magdalene, she has prepared a ritual circle in her grove. The goat is brought before the oldest tree in the circle, then slaughtered with the moonstone dagger. The blood mixes with the wine, which she bids you drink, before tying you down to a stone altar. What about the question mark? Patience, your majesty. Magdalene then takes a mortar and pestle and mixes it the blank in with the blood wine, creating a thick, mushy paste. The moment the substance passes your lips, horrible sights swim about your vision. We clench our jaw and it's a 100% roll. So we're good. Pain streaks through your body as you thrash at the bindings. The great spirit roars in defiance, then starts to fade. The last thing you see before you pass out are its eyes staring deep into yours. When you awake, Magdalene greets you with a smile. The ritual was a success, your majesty. The dreams will plague you no longer. You almost want to hug her. The nightmare is finally over. It is finally over! It's finally over! We did after 3 generations! Simply, Whoopsie, thank you so much for being here. Take care. I'll see you next time. It's over! It took 3 generations. But it's over, just like that. It took Robin III, the scarred child. There you go. There you go. Congrats, Robin III. Horse armor. Let's go. Next event, werebear attack. Oh, come on. No, please. And for the first time in several decades, the monarch had a good night of sleep. True. True. I know just what we need, your highness. So we can't get Ashmeadian war horses. That's fine. They're old news anyways. It doesn't matter what breed we have, just how they're equipped. Horse armor. I promise it's only a little bit expensive. Do you have any cheaper alternatives? Well, Baron That Which Lurks suggested we give our cavaliers fake wings to scare the enemy. A particularly gullible enemy, one must imagine. Perhaps the council has other ideas? You're a genius, Lurks. You're an absolute genius. So... just try to improve the cavalry's training. You know, that sounds like a good idea. Well, only a little bit expensive. But they're a little bit expensive. No, wait. Yeah, right? Let's do something concrete, I agree. Let's try to improve the cavalry's training. I'm gonna gamble on this. Actually. Huh. Yeah, no, we do training. We do training. Please, my lord, I'm Polish. I'm very tempted. If you vote for Winged Hussars, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. Which, by the way, were super freaking cool. I love Winged Hussars. Like, one of my favorite units in Age of Empires. Like, hands down, one of my favorite units. I loved Winged Hussars. Really, really, really cool. 7 to 10, 8 to 10, this is close. This is a close vote. 9 to 10. Wow. Oh yeah, Robin II would have 100% gone with Winged Hussars. Alright, it's 9 to 10. It's incredibly close. If you haven't voted yet, do it now. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 9 to 10. Lemon Square, happy to see you. How you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. How about you? And it's a fail. No fucking way. 80% fail. That's why we need the 100% rolls. Surely they just need a swift kick in the rear to get motivated. You and your marshal tour the march for a number of weeks, inspecting troops and their horses. But your authority is not respected enough to have any effect. All you do is enrage numerous marcher generals with your micromanagement. Fuck. Should have went for hussars, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, I'm gonna start going for lower percentages. Because apparently I cannot do good with the higher ones. Just go home from class. I have no idea how much 70 degrees is. But yeah, glad to have you here. Hope you can rest a little. Your reminders to Henrika has grown stale. We had no chance. She cares more about her stupid alchemical experiments than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. We know what to do here. We'll have a child together. Easy peasy. Alright. Somewhere in the march, Baroness Laura sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. She and her fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The Palace Watch won't accept our bribes, the treasure's practically overflowing, they don't need our money. And I suppose they ran straight to the Spy Master to blab about it too, damn our luck. Is this the end? The best investments are never profitable to begin with. We will bide our time and strike again when the king least expects it. The Baron's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. It will save the marriage. Oh god, no. Sitting on a bench outside the sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The thrice-cursed king is still refusing to sell us any public land. It makes sense, the treasury is flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the king's gold runs out. The patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. That's great. This should be a bonding experience. You're right, actually. I could tell her all about it. Yeah, not enough corruption. So, common all. I might do common all. Yeah, I think we can do common all. We could also do cruel all, but I think we can do common all. Yeah, let's do it. The Stone Maiden again? Now the two failed rolls are not on the king. Now this sucks though. This really sucks. Yeah, no, that was clear, Vasper, don't worry. Wow. Why is it always the march? I don't know. So let's start with nice chill things here. Robin, I've come to ask for a favor. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies, the pickled finger of an ice giant. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Chief Morgrimmoon. It would be a great favor to me if you could chase it up on my behalf. I'll look into it. Huzzah, let me know how you fare. You summoned Chief Morgrimmoon to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Hello, your majesty. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my wife. Unfortunately, I can't give you the giant's finger just yet. Giant's remains are sacred in the north. I had to take this one finger in secrecy. Your wife paid quite a lot for the privilege. The problem is some of the other chiefs have suspicion about what I did. They're threatening to have me punished. If you still want this accursed finger, you have to promise to keep me safe. Huh, what's that? PJ! Telegram, my lord, from Chief PJ II. Congratulations on choosing the cavalry training. Stop, loyalty, stop, support, stop, wait. Stop, loyalty, stop, support, stop, have a nice reign, stop. God damn it. That's, the PJ family must be the most unstable family in the kingdom. Like, one thing that goes against what they want, like the tiniest thing goes against their will, they turn against you. And then they need to die to be turned again. They're the most fickle family in the freaking kingdom. But also one of the most kind. Thank you, PJ. Thank you so much for the support. You betrayed the Winged Hustlers? Can I be honest? I regret that. If I were to go back, I would pick the Winged Hustlers. I regret not picking them. I should have gone for the Winged Hustlers. My clan has hunters in the frozen wastes and hates the ice giants. Ah. No. I would pick Winged Hustlers. You can believe me on this. I wouldn't lie. I'm grateful but angry. PJ's family, just flip a coin each event and see which side their alignment lands on. So what do we do here? Just give me the finger, no? No! What kind of punishment will you get? It's hard to say, Your Greatness. In the north, retribution for crimes such as these can be harsh. Could be anything from an ice bath to beheading. I'll guarantee you protection. My thanks, Your Highness, you are most wise. Henrika receives the giant's finger before week's end. She's most pleased with it. The chiefs are angered when word gets out that what Chief Morgrimmon has done, but by then it's too late to do anything about it. And now let's go to Winterfeast to be forgiven. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain roads, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Skeletal Recognition. The hall is crammed with old chiefs of the north, except for Morgrimmon, sitting cheek to cheek along tables groaning under the weight of food and ale. Welcome, Your Majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat, grab a drink. It is customary at Winterfeast to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? I brought you a champion war horse. Hell yeah. Look at that beauty, a fine addition to my stables. Thank you, Your Majesty. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of the old days, and the lake of ale is consumed. A couple hours in, you are... That's clearly not a trap. Oh yeah, the benches are straining, yeah. Oh, it's singular horse. I gave you a bunch of horses to try to make them reproduce. I think a little merry. I mean, actually, I've been raised as a chief, so I'm extremely drunk. The chiefs appreciate how much you're getting into the spirit of things. They roar with laughter at your mumbled jokes. Someone claps you on the shoulder so hard your crown falls into your beard. As Winterfeast draws on and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the hall turns raucous. Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall. Yeah, it's what the bees do with the flowers, Lemon Square. You still have a vendetta? I still have a vendetta against your family? You deposed my family? And you deposed the previous one. Yeah. As a chief, wouldn't you have developed a tolerance for the ale? Not necessarily. You distinctly recall getting into a fight. In your drunken haze, you tell a joke that might have been construed as a little insulting to one of the chiefs present and his mother. Oi, say that one more time, I'll batter you, Chief Magna Carter. Ah, yes, I remember the beat. Welcome back, Howitzer. The chief is so drunk you're not sure he realizes you're the king, or perhaps is just too far gone to care. Accept the challenge. The whole clan hall shit grows hushed as you stand up and ball your hands into fists. Then with a roar, they surround you both and begin chanting, fight, fight, fight. You know what? There's a 5% chance here, right? I wonder if... Listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. If the Grandies are in the dynasty, are in the game, we decide not to get married, and we get the event... Actually, no, that's not about the Grandies. So if we decide not to get married, because we want to stay pure for the 9th, which we get the event with the different options, We choose to go to the nuns. We get the training and we pass it. Do we get a boost in this percentage roll? I would be really curious to know if that's the case. Actually, I'm gonna write it down. Actually, someone like... Wait, I'll look it up for you? Oh yeah, absolutely. If you can look it up, I would love it more, Grim. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. I would love to know this. So... The whole clan hall grows hushed as you stand up and ball your hands into fists. Then with a roar, they surround you both and begin chanting, "Fight! Fight! Fight!" We fight honorably. 5% chance. I know we can do it. Let's go. No! Fuck, I'll never win this. You throw the first punch and Magna Carta absorbs it with a grunt. Then he punches you back and everything goes dark. Yeah, that's, yeah. You're revived by a splash of cold water. The chiefs are clapping you on the back, congratulating you for fighting honorably, even if you did lose. The next morning, the chiefs are scattered around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. You wake up in an even worse state, sprawled onto a table, your clothing disheveled. Even worse, your crown is missing. Fortunately, Chief Skeletal Recondition comes to your rescue. He gets you washed and finds your crown before any rumors can spread. Thank you, Chief Recondition. Hiding your embarrassment, you bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Are we square, Recondition? Do you respect me now? Like, you give me back the crown. That's a big sign. Like, that's a big gesture of respect, I would think. You know, of understanding. Only to plot to steal it later. Well, never mind. I liked to think that you had become a better person. Like mother like son, failed the competition but gets respected for it anyway. It's a trend, yeah. Alright. And now, let's go to the bad stuff. You only square for lemon. Baron, which name is taken? Behold, my liege. Pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Baron Astral Projectile. So lucky to have sent an emissary, not the main person from the house. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression frozen grimace. A sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your highness. That is all that remains of my fellow baron. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the marge. Isn't there a fairy tale about the Stone Maiden? Old women scare their children with tales of her. She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baron Astral Projectile on their latest hunting trip. Ah, shit. Please, my liege, we must do something. Respect Astral Projectile. Let's see what the council can do. Hire a wizard. Send an army. Well, I want to send an army. I'm not going to hire a wizard for this. We are going to send an army to smash this thing to rubble. I'm going to veto hiring a wizard. We are going to send the army. We're going to send the army. Council, I ask you to send the army. But, of course, you don't have to listen to me. But I think that is the right course of action. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. What better way to show that we are in control? Huh? Than to, what, you're really gonna consult the fairy tales for a solution? I didn't know we had such a superstitious council here. Quarantine the area, that would have been reasonable too, right? Wow. We're gonna consult the fairy tales. It's 5 to 10. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0. PJ, I told you. I'm regretting not picking the Hussars. I wanted to pick the Hussars. Consult the fairy tales for a solution. He sent for an expert folklorist from Quail University. According to legend, it's a success! The Stone Maiden always stays far inland, away from the shore. Perhaps there's something there? That's the solution, a saline solution. She must react badly to seawater. You send a squad of knights, each armed with a blindfold and a bucket of seawater. To your great surprise, it works. As soon as she's drenched, the Stone Maiden shrieks and flees back to her underground lair, where she falls into an immortal slumber. Boom! Stone Maiden, no problem. You're not wrong, Howitzer. Faith is at a total of 2. MrKaji, I didn't know we had such a superstitious council. You've got a point. You've got a point. I have to admit. So what do we do here? I think we're done with Call for Unity, right? I think we're done. No, I think we're good. Pagan prophecies. So, the deceased. Let's take a look at the deceased. The elderly chief Marietta, causing many times removed of Chief Beeps Cuckoo, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? A better end than most of us get. Indeed, your majesty, she stayed at home in the north most of the time enjoying herself. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Chief Marietta was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. But the old god's a pitiful claim. Okay. Okay. Because it didn't work out, sure. So what do we do here? Give the estate to redistribute the estate among the northern peasants. Claim the estate for the treasury. Doesn't sound half as bad. You know? Who has less money? That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. So let's see. Beeps QQ has 600 gold. And Ephra Bulbizar has over 10,000 gold. I think we know what to vote, right? I think we know what to vote. Why not give it to the people? Let's give it to Beeps QQ. Let's help Beeps QQ. I'm gonna royal gamble on Beeps QQ. Boom! There you go. I'm gonna get money anyway if you vote A, so I encourage you to vote A. I think we should help the nobles that have the least amount of money. You know, it's reasonable. That was a good point. Her funds will go to a good cause, I swear. I trust you will do a good job using them. Howitzer raised a good point. Great job there. You know, asking to compare the relative. Well, that was good. That was good. All right, looks like it's gonna be A. It's pretty clear. So let's go. Let's move on. Good job, Council. Good job. Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbizar shakes his head, muttering with his friends about favoritism in the Council. But Chiefs Beeps QQ and the other chiefs are delighted. They even send you and the treasurer a gift basket as a token of their appreciation. Thank you. It's very kind. Thank you all. I promise to help build something great with it. I have no doubts you will. Let's do pagan prophecies now. The Northern Chiefs God Speakers have uncovered... Sorry. The Northern Chiefs God Speakers have uncovered an ancient prophecy. Let me guess, you think it's all fake? Of course it's fake. Nothing those pagan gods have ever said or done is real. This is but one of the countless myths used to justify the behavior of immature heathens. What she means to say is that she's planning to use the prophecy to justify instilling you. True or not, many Northerners believe it. Okay, cut to the chase. What do I need to do? We must ensure that the faith in the Ninth God is strong across the kingdom. It will be our best defense against the pagans. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we can do that. So we won't allow the prophecy to spread, of course. And I think the only option is B here. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Wait, what's that? Alexa Aranel? Is that how I pronounce your name? Alexa Aranel or Aranel? And in any case, thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Hello. So yeah. B is the option, but going to depend on what the council votes, so get to voting. Hi Alexa. Hello, hello. Happy to see you. Happy to have you with us tonight. My dear council, A is not enough to delay the scheme, although it does raise faith. It's up to you. A isn't bad either. Defiance-wise, it's not. Yeah, they do pass the scheme though. So you know, it depends, right? Like, do you want them to pass the scheme now, but raise faith, or do you want to hinder them? Well, lurking until you finish work. Okay, no, never mind. Then good luck with work. All right. 8 to 10. It's kind of close. So I'm gonna count down from 5 here. If you haven't voted, this is your opportunity. Counting down from 5. 4. Vote is 8 to 10. 3, 2, 1, and 0. 8 to 10 it is. Saint Sakura, welcome back. Happy to see you. How you doing? Invent a counter prophecy. You have your scholars and theologians discover another prophecy which contradicts the first, written on older stone tablets found in the same archaeological site. The Northern commoners are not sure who to believe. You've bought yourself some time. The chief stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Alright. And just in tournament, let's go. So happy to hear you're doing well. That's fantastic news. Happy to see you, Saint Sakura. So, Your Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to a Just in tournament. How delightfully rustic. Let me check. You are absolutely back to Barons. Yes. We might fight, right? Remember Lady Dimitra? Yep. Yeah, let's compete, right? Let's compete. Superb, Your Majesty. I will send your acceptance directly. Alright. Easy peasy. Yeah, you chief this fight, you fight. I agree. A special guest? Oh, that's me. I was wondering, who's that guest? The Royal Inquisition? Wait! Fuck! Does this happen because we only get rid of one curse? That's silly. That's so silly. That is so silly. Because we were twice cursed. Right? Nobody's passed the Royal Inquisition. This time for real. Is that how it works? Oh, hey, thank you for joining, Alexa. Let me check where you ended up. Oh, you are a patrician. There you are. I don't think it's that, but it's such a silly idea. I love it. I mean, I think it must be that, right? I think I know what Baron this is. Oh, okay. I see a good joke, I pin it, you should. Perfect, I'm a mobile, thank you. Fantastic. Fantastic, there you go. If you want to change your... Oh, you're on mobile, so that might be a bit more complicated, I don't know. But if you want to change your name color to the one of the region you belong to, in case you don't know, that's customary in the King of the Castle community. You don't have to, though. Oh, it could be the spouse, you're right. They caught you looking for a witch, you ask traders in the Crown Land, it's not really secret. I'm really curious to see. Maybe get your heir first? Good point. Good point. You have a point there. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, ask my crown be passed down too? The prophecy said queen. I'm gonna go with daughter. The prophecy said queen. Let's play with that. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Oh, Ithanaze. Hey, if you're here, I hadn't seen you. Welcome. Robin the Fourth. Huzzah, Your Majesty. I'm sure she will grow up to be a chief of the old block. Queen is the one who takes over from the monarch. Win by technicality. There you go. Precisely. Let's leave that for last. Let's do a special guest first. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing with excitement. A servant straps on your armor and helps you mount your horse. She hands you your lance and you ride out into the field. Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. Yodamta, hey. Thank you. This is your place, your estate. As you ride your horse past the stands, nobles gasp and stare. Wave enthusiastically. Cheering your ups and the nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt a king. Puts a dent in the challenge, really. Thank you, Yodamta, it's really appreciated. Bracing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone soundly. We definitely do disguise ourselves here. You know, we follow the tradition. Yeah. A new competitor is about to join us. He comes from, of course, the north. Your entourage helps you into a new set of armor and you ride out into the field. And here we have, what was the name? Chief Grimalf, ready for a fight. Finally, a real battle. A cannibal shot to the eye. Oh, fucking course. You're thrown from your horse flat on your back, but blood courses through your veins. The audience roars in support, cheering wildly for Chief Grimalf. Is this what it's like to be truly admired? At the end of the day, you make your way back to the capital, feeling every ache in muscles you didn't know you had. But what a rush. Meanwhile, the northern cavalry troops see a huge influx of people eager to join up, inspired by your example. That's something we should... Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Those are questions better left unanswered, Darth Doom. Yeah, another failure as a gesture, but, you know, doesn't matter. Now let's see what the Inquisition wants. Advisors! Nobles, I bring dire news. The king is a creature of the seventh god, a murderous shapeshifter, a bloodthirsty werebeast. Excuse me? What are you saying? Your wife Enrica casts her eyes away from you, as if she can't bear to look you in the eyes. Cursed with the hunger of a beast, he must be put down for the good of the kingdom. So, this must be a weird thing where the game gets you 2 tags that tag you as cursed, and if you resolve the event chain to get rid of the curse, you only solve 1. So, I'm not going to say that's a preposterous lie. Is it? Did you think your literal ritual in the north would go unnoticed? Your witch Magdalene is already in a cell awaiting trial. Esteemed nobles, take action. The High Inquisitor found out about your visit to the witch. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know it's cured. What was the nature of the ritual? That's true. Confine the king to his quarters until a solution is found. A solution has been found, is the thing. Oh, I'm not gonna royal gamble on anything here. I'm just gonna let you vote. The honest thing to do is to let you vote here. Getting hard to defend this? Not my fault. Not my fault. High Inquisitor should look around and realize literally no one cares since Faith is 2. If you vote for C, Faith is gonna go to 0. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. If C passes, Faith goes to 0. God damn it. Stability of the game? That's okay. That's okay. Think of the stability, not the faith. I'm okay with a bit of a stability drop. We can bring it back up. We still have all for unity. Alright, I'm gonna count down from 5 here. This is incredibly close. It's 8 to 9 currently. Is this gonna be a point of no return as far as relationship with the church goes? Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good job, Inquisitor. You killed yourself and your entire religion. Execute the High Inquisitor for slander against the king. You breathe a sigh of relief as the High Inquisitor is dragged away, practically frothing at the mouth. She is executed before sundown, but the damage is done. All across the kingdom, peasants and nobles alike whisper behind closed doors about your beastly nature. The Inquisitors glare at you from beneath their hoods. The High Inquisitor's accusations will not soon be forgotten, and even her replacement, who looks remarkably like the original, eyes you with vengeful hunger. It's gonna be interesting. Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in a smoky clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Tana, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers, chanting in a forgotten tongue. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the queen in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be queen of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana in the north. The assembled chiefs roar in chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Many faithful warriors of Valtor have already joined our cause, fellow chiefs. Now we must bring down the false king in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is, how? Well, chiefs of the north, this is gonna be a very important choice. If you want to, based on what you want to do. How do you want to try to end the Chain Pact and the reign of King Robin III? Do you want to lure the king to the north and sacrifice him in a pagan ritual, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene? Oh, that's actually really cool. I don't think I've ever seen this. Call upon the old gods to intervene. Bismarck holds a speech. Today marks the start of a new era. Today we are new people. Today we cast the ninth away. Today we are atheists. Talk for yourself. Speak for yourself. It would be hilarious if the prophesied tyrant of pagan beliefs was revealed by crushing the church. Alright, it's B. In support of the monarch. That's great. Okay. Sacrifice thousands of goats. So it will be. Send out the word. Every citizen of the land must provide a goat for the butchering. But first we drink in honor of the gods. More cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must raise their farming to at least 9, which is also a very this is a great choice on the part of the chiefs, because on the one hand, for the people who want to preserve the Chain Pact, this is great because this does not win as easily as the other one. For the ones who want to break the Chain Pact, choosing this option over the other one actually is a way to prove the superiority of the Northern gods over the Church. The other one would just have been betrayal. This one, if this works, it's gonna show that the Northern gods are powerful. Yeah, exactly. It does not show utter dishonor. So here, this is a very interesting. Auction. So, starting in 3, 2, 1, boom! Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. I bring your attention to options C and D that respectively raise farming for the chiefs and lower farming for the chiefs. Both are very relevant right now. Other options are option A, raising trade for the barons, option B, lowering authority, option E, raising military for the coast, option F, lowering military for the coast. I would say the two most important options are C and D, without a doubt. So yeah. Yeah. But I'm sure you know. 20 seconds left. You do your thing. Not scones, but seconds. Wow. Look at Lexa. 10 seconds left. You do your thing. You do your thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was close. That was very, like, the E was approaching. That was very close. Okay, so nothing changes. A deer, pocket, and aqueduct. The honest Swede and electory and other people finding these two buildings. Good job. Yeah, cancel each other out. Oh, ambition! Look at that. What do I want to see? Oh, for those of you who are joining us, like who joined us later, in case you have no idea what we're doing, you're joining a special game tonight because this is the Chain Pact Dynasty. This is our a recurring King of the Castle dynasty that is that focuses on role playing and world building and lore building. This is episode number 5. We usually have one of these campaigns running at all times that lasts for about 3 months at a time. And we play this every week on Wednesdays tonight. This week it's on Tuesdays because of reasons, but it's usually on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. CET. And yeah, if you head over to our Discord, if someone would be so kind to link it in chat, you can get an idea of what I mean by lore. Like, there's so much lore and roleplay on that Discord that I don't even know where to start looking. Thank you, Cannon. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, I'm really glad you stumbled upon us tonight. All right, so I've never seen Siriusio Consi so heated. So let's start with the ambition, right? Since this is not the decisive one. Fantastic, thank you, Lurks. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the father of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed, and they think of you fondly. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedan Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. You know, like, that looks like a fool's errand. You know what we say to those in Italy? This is what we say. No, we're not gonna do that. Don't forget we get to vote on your ambition, remember? Do you? Do you? Didn't I say last week that it was only the first vote? And that you would have had to discuss this? I think I said that, right? Didn't I? Didn't I? Like, I'm actually asking here. Like, I thought that we established last time that it wasn't clear in the text, and that you would have to suggest an amendment for this. No one step right, but like we had this conversation, right? We didn't revise it. No one step. Okay. I just want to make it clear. Like I'm not saying I don't want to get away from you. Like, okay. Yeah, okay. So no one stepped forward to make a proposal, and you didn't revise it. Bureaucracy wins again. Yep, it does. Okay, like if you want to do this, like go make the proposal right now. I'm fine with it. Just like go make the proposal right now, and you have a whole week to vote for it. Okay, so I still choose. Okay. Common folk it is. Stability in farming. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievement to the masses. But first you need some actual achievements. The thing just says we vote on the ambition. Okay, yeah, if you want to clarify that, you need to... The ambition will be chosen corporately by the monarch and the nobles. Yeah, it doesn't specify which one. So the first ambition is how I interpreted it. If you want to make it so that it's the second as well, go ahead and give me an amendment. What did I want to say? Yeah, Robin III, not a great fan of war. I mean, that's how you interpret it, right, Kana? And that's how I interpret it. But, yeah, the way I'm interpreting that is... Yes, but the way I'm interpreting that is that there is an implicit first in there. I mean, since it doesn't specify which ambition, I'm saying that it only refers to the first selection. If you want me to not be able to make those assumptions, amend it. You know what's funny here? If you become beloved by the common folk, that means they forgive you for killing the High Inquisitor. Again, true thing. Hey, be nice, Northwind. We're having a conversation. There's a better way to put... Like, there are better ways to say what you just said. Alright, what do we have here? We have a proposition and the Mystery Knight. Let's go with the Mystery Knight first. As you walk the corridors, your spy master falls into step beside you. She hands you a wooden carving of a figure astride a horse. I hear a mysterious knight called Chief Grimal made quite the impression during the last Justin season in the March. No one knows who he is. The chiefs want to sell these figures and commercialize the enigmatic jouster. It would bring a great deal of money to the area. Huh. Oh my god, this is perfect. I'm going to reveal myself. I want the common folk to love me. Let's freaking do it. Yes! Okay. You make your big announcement with incredible pomp, putting out a proclamation that the mysterious knight was none other than you. For a moment, the chiefs look annoyed that you pretended to be one of them, but instead excitement explodes. As the story spreads, you become more popular than ever. There you go. I didn't even get stability. Only I can beat myself. Yeah, that's it. Hey, y'all. You know what this is? Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition. To Chur. The thing is, the king is building a personality cult. The thing is, we've already had an expedition to Chur. And we already have colonies going. Do we really need this? Is the question. Kingfluencer. Do we really need this? Because, like, as far as the king knows, we have colonies. You're going to the far side of Chur. But we have colonies. Do you not need it? I don't know. Invade, let me at him. No. We're entertaining peaceful relationships with the natives. That's yeah, that makes sense. We do not. We are already there. Could be looking further south. Fantastic. Thank you, Vaspir. That's awesome. What a brilliant idea. I thought you'd agree. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease? She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. That sounds like a fine idea. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news. I shall make preparations immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. Can I have more Chur funding? I'm gonna make the cheapest expedition ever. I mean, actually, if you're fine with being taxed, I'm gonna do a proper like, if you're fine funding the expedition, I'm going to fund a full-fledged Chur expedition. Otherwise, I'm gonna do the cheapest expedition ever. Like, if you want to fund the expedition, please don't tax. Ah, you want the expedition, but you don't want to be taxed, huh? That's how it is. Okay. I don't see enthusiasm. I see one person being okay with 2 people being okay with being taxed. 3 people being okay with being taxed. And at least 2 people not being okay. What if this expedition is beyond the known colonies in the Chain Pact RP, like beyond the map? The one where you know the yeah. Maybe, that's a good point. I'm fine with the tax, my liege. Tax me for the chance to make the enemy bleed. There's no enemy in Chur, only friends. I see contrasting opinions. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to risk angering the nobles. So we're gonna set up a cheap expedition. Alright. Bribe the marsh, we suffered enough. I'd much rather invest treasury money into building up infrastructure than give that money to the nobles with no guarantee that they spend it on their region. Expedition would be cheaper if you got the wing. God damn it. I'm already regretting, like, I've been regretting that for a while. Don't make it even harder on me. So let's do the expedition to Chur. Your Majesty, I have those plans we discussed for the expedition to Chur. Are we almost ready to leave? Not quite, Your Highness. There are still important decisions to be made. Alright, show me. First, we'll need to decide who has the honor of building your ship. Tell them about the patrician's ship. The offer to construct a mighty galleon in your name. It will be pricey but unmatched in quality. The chief's ship. Ferocious long ship to cross the sea will be well built, but it won't accommodate much on board. And then Baron's ship. Offer to make a sturdy cog and they'll do it for free. Well, we know what to do. I've heard enough about the ships. We will do the cog for free. Very good, Your Majesty. Next, we must decide who will crew the ship. Tell me about the volunteers. Unfortunately, the best of them come at a price. Experienced straight ship captains and their crews would be ideal, but won't be free. There are also those in the Navy who are equally experienced, but enlisting them would reduce our naval strength for a time. You could also levy amateur peasant crews or even use prisoners, but I don't know how much you could trust them to get to where they need to go. The amateur sailors will have to do. I will make the arrangements. There is one more thing, Your Majesty. The ship will be large enough to house additional expedition members or store extra cargo you wish to send across the sea. She hands you a list. I told you. I'm sending people to their deaths. They're all volunteers. I'm not forcing anyone. What would scholars bring to the expedition? Inserting in the findings. I mean, we need to send soldiers, right? I just got a weird theory about this. Listen. Listen. If we send the priests, it's basically the kingdom packing the last priest of the ninth god on a cog with some peasants and shipping them on the other side of the world, being like, we don't need you anymore here. Oh god. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're not going to do it. I still respect the ninth. That's just Puritan's good in a new world. You're not wrong. Do it, send the priests. Yeah, we're not doing it. They're fleeing on their own. Yeah, no. We send soldiers. We send soldiers. From the north. Why the hell not? Of course, I'm sure they'll put the crew's mind at ease. Fantastic. I think that's everything. I shall get to work immediately, Your Majesty. There's a movement on Discord started by Bismarck, and I'm afraid. Yeah, no. We're not gonna send sheep away the priests. She picks up her scribbled notes and diagrams and hurries out of the room, her spectacles bouncing slightly on her nose. The ship is complete in record time. Clearly the barons are eager to impress. You see it off from the harbor by the end of the season. The crew are eager and the ship looks sturdy. You can only hope they bring back something worth the investment, or come back at all. There you go. Fantastic. I would have sent marcher soldiers if you'd given me some. Now, if that ship comes back and gives us great stuff, that's gonna be awesome. A Kraken! Alexa! Here you are. A Kraken. A real-life, honest-to-ninth Kraken, just outside my harbor off the western shore. We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once, says Darth Von Doom. A Kraken has every advantage in a sea battle, Your Majesty. Perhaps a lighter touch is preferable? It's said Kraken can be appeased by an offering of living creatures. Heretical nonsense! You cannot be considering this, Your Majesty. I'm not considering it. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Bassbeer. Let it be. We're sending in the navy, right? I shall slay this beast at once, sire. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's kill the Kraken. Call for unity on this. Send in the patricians' navy. Boom. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Let's solve this issue once and for all. I don't want your military to collapse. I trust that your admirals will do a great job. I trust that your military will do a good job. You don't... What? You appease the Kraken with sacrifice, really? Come on. Come on. Exactly. The great Admiral Steel will be able to subdue the beast. I am confident that, truly, the Kingdom's Navy is afraid of a beast? Yes, it's a terrifying beast, it's a large beast, it has every advantage in a sea battle. But it's the Kingdom's Navy. We should be afraid of a beast? Then we shouldn't show our face on the sea anymore. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Can hide underwater and attack from below. I trust that our admirals will find good strategies to deal with it. Let's do it. And it's a success! I told you! The Navy takes to the sea after the Kraken. A terrible battle ensues and the creature inflicts heavy losses before sinking, stone dead beneath the waves. Boom! The patricians interpret the victory as a sign of the Ninth God's direct intervention. They celebrate, ironically enough, with a number of debaucherous parties. Look at this! 9 stability, 0 defiance. This is great. This is freaking great. We're... Okay, no more events. The 3 priests all move to the coast. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's do the ambition, let's see if this is how it ends. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in the gale. I'm confident that we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relation campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. How much impact can town criers really have? A group of town criers file into the room wearing bright red coats and each holding a very large bell. The Chancellor motions to the group. Immediately, they start ringing their bells and bellowing about your greatest deeds. Wonderful, aren't they? I can't hear you! The Chancellor signals frantically, and the town criers quieting down. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. Get me my fancy robes. I take this from my mother. Get the king his fancy robes. You hustle out into your palace balcony, below which a sea of expectant and unwashed faces gaze up at you. Yeah, the pats are faithful. Oh god, I need to sneeze. Alright. As you step out into view, they erupt in cheers. Hats are thrown into the air. Someone faints with joy. Everywhere you're gone, you've met the same reception. The public like you. They really like you. But you need to turn that into love. 90% chance. I was thinking the same, Electri. I hope it wasn't Marley's Kraken. I was thinking that same thing. 90% chance. Given the history of this king with high percentages, I'm afraid this is gonna be a fail. Hopefully I'm wrong. 90% chance. Let's go. It's a success! Stage 1 is gone. As you launch into your speech, the peasants hang onto your every word. The crowd grows and grows. When you wrap up, the peasants' cheering is so loud you're nearly knocked over. Oh, well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. Everyone loves me. Not quite everyone, Your Majesty. Up until now, your speeches were confined to the capital. Now's the time to take this show on the road. For the next few weeks, you travel all over the kingdom, delivering the same speech to packed venues. Everywhere you go, you're greeted by cheers and applause. That's the RP we do, Lurks. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the north even want to throw you a surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. I'm so very distrustful of surprise parties from the north. If it's a surprise party, why are you telling me? If I've learned anything as a chancellor, it's that surprise should be avoided. Good point. This is a sign that you're a true king of the people, Your Majesty. This has nothing to do with the nobles. It's all about the ordinary folk. Okay, then I'm not suspicious. The salt of the earth. So when is this banquet? I trust we'll hear from the north soon. 70%. We've had like 2 or 3 70% rolls over the course of the game. They've all been utter failures. Let's see if at least this one can be a success. Fingers crossed. Can the Chain Pact Dynasty continue with Robin IV? Await your invitation. And it's a failure. After a few damn weeks, the Chancellor sidles into your office looking downcast. I had a letter from a mayor in the north. He's eager to get the banquet set up, but he just doesn't have the food for it. I'm afraid it's been delayed. We couldn't have the king of the kingdom attending a substandard banquet. Oh goodness me, no. Oh goodness me, no. Can't we pay it for ourselves? It's meant to be a surprise, Your Majesty. We need to make sure there's enough food across the kingdom to your party. That's how we'll make the people really fall in love with you. Well, that's it. I'll just stick to these. And the game continues. The game continues. A troubling find. Oh, come on. A rogue golem and a crystal pox. This is going to be... This is not going to be good. So let's do the rogue golem first. Alright? Saint Sakura! Here you are. That's a freaking badass beard. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory over the Ashmeaden border, my liege. This could be an exciting opportunity. What's exciting about it? There's a chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmead. Your Majesty, the bards would draw on their own grandmother to gain advantage over Ashmead, or over the chiefs and patricians. Golems are an offense to the Ninth God, and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. we add it to the marcher army, right? Or we could take it apart and figure out its secrets. Actually, this sounds like a better choice. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it. The Archbishop is right. Fuck the Ashmedians. Alright. Take it apart. Take it apart, I say. This is close. 75. Wow. Do you want to destroy it? 7-6? One more vote for D, and it's gonna be a tie. Wow, okay. 8-6. Still very close. I'm gonna be counting down from 5. If you haven't voted and you have a strong opinion on this, do vote right now. Counting down from 5. 8-7. 4. 3. It's very close. You can be tied. 2. 1. Last second. 0. 0. Take it apart and figure out its secrets. That was very... Oh my god, Darth Von Doom, a moment too late. A moment too late. The secrets of the golems have been a mystery for too long. I'll put our very best artisans to work figuring it out. And it's a success! A few weeks later, Baron Saint Sakura reports back with a gleeful smile, and that was a 70% chance, right? It's slow going, my liege, but we're getting somewhere. In a few months, I think we'll have cracked it. That's good news. That is good news. And now we do a troubling find. It's a quiet day at the castle. Council is not in session, and Henrika has gone to the market for ingredients to use in her latest experiment. You're idly rearranging your bookshelf, considering if you'll ever get to read the old tomes from your mother's collection when you come across something new. I just realized what this is. What's this? It's a dog-eared book with no title and a broken spine. Extracting it from behind the others without it falling apart is tricky. When you open it, however, you're taken aback by what you find. I thought this book was banned? You recognize an old religious text, the very same that once spawned the cult of the Undivided, and is now considered their most important scripture. You stash it in the secret compartment of your wardrobe as wheels turn feverishly in your mind. Later that night, your wife Enrica returns. You act as if nothing is the matter, but you can't forget what you saw. I have to say something. When you mention the book that you found at the back of the bookcase, Henrika freezes up. You found it, did you? Tell me what's going on. She sighs heavily, quickly making sure the windows and doors are securely shut. Bloody hell, it's only a book. It's not like I've started preaching against the Archbishop. My beliefs are private, but they're important to me. You have to get rid of this book and never talk about it again. Great God, I can't believe you. I'm going to get some air. I'll see you later. Enrica leaves and doesn't return until the early hours of the next morning. Neither of you want to broach the topic after that. You have a feeling this isn't over yet. I know I'm a chief, but I am a monarch, first of all. Thrifty, welcome sir, how you doing? Crystal Pox, let's go. Your Highness, I bring bad news. An outbreak of Crystal Pox is ravaging the north. We're doing alright, Thrifty. How about you? How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, spread it and get some money from it. That's very insensitive. Why not? Says the treasurer. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. What do we do? This is bad. This is just bad. My dear council, there is only one good choice here. I'm gonna call for unity to quarantine the north. We can't allow this to spread. We cannot allow this to spread. We need to quarantine the north. There is only one good choice for the kingdom. The whole kingdom will suffer if we don't. This might be the most important vote in Robin III's reign. Chiefs can attend council on Zoom. I'm glad to see that the council thinks the same. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Nobles of the council, I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. Let's go. Unanimously quarantine. Good job. Good job. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the north. Nobody goes in or out. For a month, the crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Northern villages are dotted with the gleaming statues of the afflicted. This is terrible and great at the same time. But thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the north border. Once the roads reopen, the chiefs harvest gemstones from the quarantined dead and sell them at a tidy profit. Call for unofficial unity? Yeah, right? That was great. That was great. I love seeing when the council actually... Like, that is the perfect example of when the council follows actual RP. And I think that's so satisfying. I love y'all. Alright. Let's go. Ambition beloved, secrets of the golems, and the grand diversion. So first of all, we do the secrets of the golems. Pox is no good for anyone, agreed. We've cracked it, my liege. Golems are powered by scrolls imbued with the words of Galdovaga, the Ashmedian machine god. We could build golems of our own, but we need to pray to Galdovaga too. Need I even say it? Heresy! Heresy! I'm not sure I'm okay with that. I want to say A. I want to say A. C is great. I don't know. I'm going to say A. I think the church deserves compensation. I'm gonna gamble on A. I think the church deserves compensation from this. I'm not going to support openly worshipping that religion without guaranteeing the church a compensation. Oh wow, people are voting to forbid it? I'm okay with forbidding, yes. But, you know, it was to help the Marsh's military. It's a tie, 5-5. Oh my god, this is so close. 5-5-6. This might be the closest vote we've had in the whole reign. 5-6-6. This is insane. If you haven't voted, check this out and vote. Please do it. Alexa, welcome back. Counting down from 5. It's 7-6 now. 4. 3. 2. This can still be tied. 1. And 0. Oh my god, it's a tie. It's a tie between allow without restriction and forbid it utterly. Forbid won't pass though, too many heretics and heathens in this council. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, the thing is, C helps the march. god. But look at this. Only Yodamta is voting for this. Like, I think I'm gonna vote based on this. Exactly, most Byrons voted D. So I think I'm going to forbid it. Because the only reason why I would vote for C is to help the March. But the March has voted for D. So, yeah. It's going to be forbidden. It's going to be forbidden. By my honor, this was our only chance to even the playing field between us and Ashmid. You're all fools. I'm going to follow what the Barons voted for. Yeah. And now, Pact, it seems that your monarch don't follow you. You haven't studied the Pact well, is all I'm gonna say. The grand diversion. Let's see what this is about. Husband, I've taken your advice and decided to give up the dangerous obsession with the cult of the undivided. Only now I need your help. The High Inquisitor is breathing down my neck. I need to get rid of a few books, some diaries, several talismans. God damn it. What can I do to help? I only need you to keep her away from the castle, send her in a wild goose chase, I'll deal with the rest. Of course, I'll assemble the council. Thank you. The next day you stand before the council, but which region will you accuse of heresy? To divert the High Inquisitor's attention? I mean, the North is probably not even gonna be mad if I accuse them of heresy. Right? They're gonna be like, yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, right, accuse us we love fucking with the High Inquisitor. Exactly. Accuse the coast, give us fate. I mean, honestly, I think the one that makes the most sense is the North. And I also think that it's probably easier to get faith going in the coast than in the North, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, the North. I need you. I heard you. Melting Penguins needs the 9th. The North. You brief the assembled nobles on the dangers of a heretical cult rising in the North. The High Inquisitor watches with bated breath. What's that supposed to mean? You know full well the North is home to many gods and proud of it. Exactly. You'd better not be thinking of sending in those meddling Inquisitors. Those rabid dogs are always terrorizing innocent folk and making a mess of things. I am a Northerner, yes. That's why I know that people in the North are gonna know how to handle it. Oh, this actually gives faith. Huh, that's interesting. I'm gonna call for unity and say we send the Inquisitors, right? I'm not going to veto anything. Let's do it. Let's do it. I need to support my wife. That's very sacred to me. We're in the Chain Pact Dynasty and I want to support my wife. Hey Laxer, welcome back. Stream is doing great, thank you. Chiefs, I will actually vote against this if you agree to a meeting I wish to hold with you. Wow. Why is it breaking the pact to go A? I don't think it is. I honestly don't think it is. Vote 1. Vote I am a heretic. Alright, yeah, we're gonna come from you, for you as well. Still, don't worry, you and your ancestors. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Can't stop looking back at my stream analytics. Just want to say thank you to this community. That was my best stream on record. That's awesome. That's awesome. This game and this community are great. What did I want to say? Yeah, no, it's I don't think it's against the pact, to be quite honest. The pact doesn't say anything about this situation. We're not even sending missionaries, we're sending inquisitors. Tiefling Kisser, that's a great name. Hello and welcome and thank you for joining. You are a Chief of the North. Looking cute. How you doing? The Inquisitors happily march off to the north in search of this supposed blasphemy. Their mere presence is enough to boost local piety. The chiefs, of course, do not approve. While the High Inquisitor is distracted, your wife Henrika carefully disposes of all her cult of the undivided paraphernalia. You've really saved my bacon. My bacon with that move, Robin III? I hope I can repay you somehow. I hope you can too. Hi, Tiefling. Pact Riders did not see that one coming. See? All is fine. All is fine. Yeah, this wasn't covered. We're gonna work on the march too, don't worry. We're gonna work on it. Ambition? Beloved. The peasants are still organizing a banquet in your honor, your majesty. We got an 80% chance. Let's see if I can get to bed. Or if I have to be here until 3 AM in the morning. 80% chance. Is this going to be, finally, the moment which the prophesized queen, Robin IV, ascends to the throne, or rather, is legitimized? Let's see. Oh yeah, I love that too, Thrifty. It's so funny. You and the pigeon too. Fingers crossed, 80%, come on. It's a fucking success, yes! Yes! I think I got to a 4th monarch like once or twice. So this is a great achievement for me. After a few weeks, the Chancellor sidles into your office looking very pleased with themselves. Your Majesty, the townfolk of the north are ready for your visit. Yes, for my surprise party? That's right, Your Majesty, keep up the pretense. You make your preparations to leave, although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. Your wife Henrika steps up into the carriage and settles beside you, giving you a kiss on the cheek. Grand, I can always do with a party, even if it's all the way in the north. This is very nice, don't you think? Very nice indeed. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. Little Robin IV makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on the journey. Yes, it is. You finally arrive in the northern capital. Everywhere, the people line the streets and hang out of the windows, cheering your procession. Chief Baiba stalks up to you and bows. His smile is very rigid. Hello, Your Majesty. How good to see you. Surprise. By the 9th god, I had no idea this was happening. The northern villagers have decided they support the crown so much that they've put on a party in your honor. Goodness, I'm overcome. Hey, that's quite understandable. It was a surprise for all of us. It only took structuring the whole RP around loyalty. Voices of praise follow you as you travel to the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Chief Baiba's face is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up and even more cheering rises. The hall is filled with northern townsfolk, but there are also common folk from all across the kingdom. March of vassals raise their tankards to you, cheering wildly. The Chancellor looks stunned. I think Robin III is actually overcome. I had no idea everyone had got together for this. They really love me. Of course they do, you're the king. The people roar in approval. You spend a week in the north, feasting and drinking, and breaking bread with the commoners. But you can't be on holiday forever. Eventually you return to the capital, where the council is in session. The nobles are arguing again. By the 9th, we must have coined from the treasury. I found an ancient law stating that the coast is entitled to funds for coastal sporting activities. Steele, shut up. No, we need gold for our businesses. The peasants aren't working hard enough, and we're losing momentum. You think back to the gathered peasants, tradespeople and merchants, all cheering for you. I did stumble, yeah. So many of them cheering for you. Make your own money, you have enough. No, Be quiet and let me make the decision. The nobles gasp and mutter among themselves. You hear one of them saying something nervously about the commoners. Your greatness, of course. Even over a single day, it becomes clear that the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that the nobles have realized just how outnumbered they really are. Council sessions become smooth, quiet, and efficient as you sweep through any objections. The kingdom grows truly harmonious! Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Look, holy crap, look at this shit! We got a bunch of trade in gold! Oh my god! Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope, and ready for a bright future. Good freaking game, everyone! GG! This is the power of the Chain Pact Dynasty. Look at this! Look at this shit! I love it. I love it. I love it. GG. The kingdom is doing great. The pact works. So far. So far. The barons attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered and a number of arrests were made. Baroness Laura ended her life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. The chiefs decided that the time was not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the god speakers who waited for the right omens to rise again. The patricians' attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were filed, Mars was crashed in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favorable, perhaps next time. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. King Robin III rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting, and popular reform, which were promptly undone after his passing, but the peasants thought it was nice while it lasted. We have to end the dynasty right here. It only goes downhill from here. I think so. We'll see, though. Yeah, Pact Deniers once again proven wrong. It works. The Robins are now equal with the Zemuels, which means it's downhill from here. I'm afraid. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. I'm really, really scared. Good game, everyone. GG. I'm amazed. Like, I thought that King Robin III, the Reformer, I was pretty confident. I was pretty sure that Robin III would have been the one where we had more issues. Like, I can now read you the full traits I had for Robin III. The traits were: there's no such thing as being unprepared. It's your fault if you are. And that's the lesson he learned from the sparring sessions with his mother. You know? He internalized that he had to be perfect. Now, time for an atheist civil war, you know? And we'll see, we'll see. The title fits. Yeah, they did. That's true. They did have issues. They just did a good job overcoming them. Yeah. So the traits for Robin III were: there's no such thing as being unprepared. It's your fault if you are. Then there is risk taking gets you respected when stakes are high. A lesson he learned from his dad. Then he inherited great respect for the Chain Pact from Knut, the Marshal. Then beasts are kind and misunderstood like me, from Edel. And then finally, from the veteran of the wars of her mother: war is scary and really not worth it, but sometimes necessary. So this was Robin III. These are the tenets that I followed while role-playing him. And I think that in the future I'm going to try to do something like this, you know, because this was really fun to follow at every turn. Good stuff. Let's see here. Howitzer is the freaking richest noble, and Kana the poorest one. Whew. And then, how freaking cute can Robin IV be? Really cute is the answer. Really goddamn cute. Really goddamn cute. And this is a thriving kingdom. Look at this. We need to fix his faith, but this is awesome. Look at this treasury! The title was The Reformer. Looks entitled? I don't know. Look forward to it. I'll fight you at every street corner. It's fantastic. Kana has ended up serving the Robins for 3 generations, and what does he have to show for it but poverty? That's true. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We'll try to fix this if we can in the future. I see a lack of faith. Yeah. Did you listen to the whole sentence I said? We need to fix this faith. But for the rest, it's thriving. I'm actually glad that we got this little faith back. Like, also the fact that, keep in mind, narratively, the fact that we got down to 0 faith, and then very quickly, in a matter of months, we jumped back up again, that really represents how faith is not dead in the kingdom. The kingdom had a moment of faithlessness, but it was quickly recovered. So, keep that in mind. That's a perfect quote from Bassbeard, yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect quote. Find your lack of faith disturbing. Spirit RP, it's Kana's own fault in many ways. Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point. I'm really curious to see what this will bring, you know, what this will lead you in your RP. It has been an honor to serve under this council. I do hope that my successor will be just as kind-hearted and sincere as I am. On that note, an election will be held in my state to determine who will succeed me. Well, best of luck with your election. Alright, so this is gonna be your next queen. Queen Robin IV. I'm really curious to see what this one is gonna be all about. And yeah, this is it for episode 5 of the Chain Pact Dynasty. Thanks so much for playing, everyone. This was freaking fantastic as always. Looking forward to continuing this next week. See you next time.